you for that. Thank you, Tim. Yeah, so as we were saying, this is the Age of Comics here. You do the whole intro again for Tim so he knows what's going on.
I don't know what they. Well, just we were saying there's different genres of the comics. Okay, what?
The game. Introduce the game.
Introduce the game. It's a game about the golden age of comic books.
Yeah.
And
with titles such as
True Terror, Descent into Evil. But then there's the ripoff True Horror, Descent into Bad. That one really makes me laugh.
So we haven't played with the ripoffs really that much yet.
What does he say?
Well, he was saying the last couple of streamers he's watched have also had issues, so we're not alone in the technical difficulty department. I'm just surprised I didn't have any on the last one, but that one was easy to set up. I just basically hopped on my computer and put on the screen capture. Those ones are easy to do. This one, I was worried we wouldn't be able to fit it on camera, but we did.
Did you really? Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's all on there. I mean, our faces are covering up the resources off in the corner of here. There's quite a few of them. But just know they're there, and you'll see them pop up throughout the stream. But anyway, yeah, Age of Comics, as you were saying. Oh, we're writers. We're the writers and artists publishing comics. And so one of the things you can do in the game is you can be, I don't know, I guess lazy and rip off some comic that someone else has already published using these rip-off cards up here. And things like, yeah, they're like bad knockoffs. You don't get as many points for them, but there are reasons within the game, I guess, that you'd want to do it. But I think those are mostly relevant in a multiplayer game where there's a lot of competition for things. So these are sort of like a desperate straits kind of thing of the rip-offs. But this is a pretty straightforward worker placement game. So we have a big board. A worker placement game would not be complete without a big board. Actually, there's not that many action spots to go over in this particular game. We only have 6 main action spots. There's a large economic component to this game, as represented by this lovely track over here, which represents not only money we're going to get, but also majority scoring at the end of each round based on the number of fans our comic books have. So throughout the game, we're going to be trading in these little idea tokens, which I have off here. Sorry, I'm looking at the YouTube one. Let me look at OBS so I can see in real time what I'm doing. So you have things like these idea tokens will correspond to the different types of comic books. So you have... Let's go over these. Here, can you hold up each in turn? We have Westerns.
The Westerns are orange, and they're symbolized by the little cowboy.
Pick them and hold them up a little higher.
Okay.
So you can see them a little better.
There's the real one, Outlaws, and the corresponding one is Bandits.
You don't need to pick them up. If you try to pick them all up like this, things are gonna get like...
Well, you told me to pick them up.
Just the top ones. We don't need to worry about the rip-offs, because I doubt we're gonna use the rip-offs, but I guess it's kind of fun to know the rip-off titles. Just read them out for the rip-offs. You can pick up the top ones.
The red
Romance
is Romance. This one's called Heartbreakers, and it's symbolized over here by heart with an arrow through it. And then there's Horror is purple. This one is called Haunting Tales. Ooh.
Yeah, and so the horror idea tokens have like a little zombie hand coming out of the grave.
I love that. That's my favorite one, the zombie hand coming out of the grave. And then the blue is Heroes.
Gotta have superhero comics.
There's this one is the Angel of
Off-brand Superman. I think he's like Patriot Man or something.
Sci-fi is green.
As represented by these little flying saucers.
And there's Future Wonder with this androgynous looking figure that has a really large butt. So I think it was foretelling the future.
He's really got some cake that he's presenting to the viewer, yes.
And then True crime is gray. It's a felony. There.
Bam! A little gun on those ones.
Yeah, that also
Noir.
has gang wars too.
So yeah, I have all the idea tokens over here. There's quite a few. That's one of the main resources in the game. There is also money. Okay. So throughout the game, we're trying to publish comic books. So we each have our board here where we're going to be printing said comic books. And so let me go through this step by step, actually, because there's quite a bit of steps to the round. A lot of it is upkeep, but I'm going to go over very briefly how one would publish a comic. So the things that you need to publish a comic is we're going to have to hire some creatives. Okay, so actually I'm going to go over the action spaces of these. This will help me explain sort of the A, B, C, D kind of process of this game, because this is sort of the meat and potatoes of what we're doing. Not Homelander from the Boys. Oh, sure. Chasing Amy. I don't know. I don't like the whole, I guess she's bi. It's not like he's trying to turn her from a lesbian back to being straight.
Who?
But you know that movie Chasing Amy?
I don't.
Yes, we watched it together.
Oh. Well, then I don't remember it. Anyway,
It's the one, Ben Affleck, and I forget what actress plays her, but it's a Kevin, the movie with the guys, they're working in the convenience store, and it's in black and white. It's that guy. Clerks! It's the Clerks guy.
Okay.
And then what's
Clerks
the one in the mall?
Not in black and white.
The first Clerks is in black and white.
Oh.
Yeah, the second and third Clerks are not. And then that mall movie you really like is the same director.
The mall movie?
They're the 90s. They're in a mall. Something rats. Mall rats.
Okay.
So he also has a movie called Chasing Amy. So Ben Affleck is in love with this lesbian, and it's about his starts off unrequited love for her. Joey Lauren Adams. Thank you, Tim. Okay. Hopefully I was not too unimpressive with my, Kevin... What's his last name? Kevin Smith. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Tim. Tim's a true East Coaster is all up on the Kevin Smith trivia. Okay, anyway.
Good. We need that.
Anyway.
Do you remember where you were? We were going to talk about going to
So in order to publish these comic books, first we're going to need to hire some writers and artists. Okay, we don't have AI yet.
That's
God,
true.
we still need human labor to pay under the table. So first action spot is you will hire, and obviously we each have 4 workers. These are they're called editor meeples. And they each have the icon that corresponds to our publishing house. So we each representing a different publishing house for the different comics. Yeah, so you'll see in a 2-player game, mostly the first 3 spots are open to us. I think that's true for all of them. And then these other spots are for a 3 and 4-player game. So first step is hire. Obviously, if one of the first 3 spots is open, you get to go there. There's really not that much blocking in a 2-player game, as far as that's concerned. And then you will be able to take 1 artist and 1 writer card from the market over here. So we have a row of... These are actually opposite. The writer should be there. The artist should be there, but it doesn't really matter. So the artist and writer cards, to get 1 of each when you go to hire. So in the top left, you will see the value of the card. That will matter later. And then you will see kind of a bonus that you will get that will apply when you publish the comic book. But basically, you want an artist and a writer, preferably of the same color type. They will match to the different genres. This artist and writer are specialized in that genre. You'll get more points. However, they don't need to match necessarily in order for you to publish the comic. So, next up on the action spot would be develop. And this is how you'll be able to take potential comic books to potentially publish. So, like, let's say I want Gang Wars, which would be good because I have a gray artist and a gray writer. That would be ideal. Then when you go to ideas, so in addition to an artist and a writer, which may or may not be matching, you're also going to need a certain number of idea tokens. I think it's always two. Always two. And so I'm going to need 2 gray tokens in my possession in addition to these cards to be able to publish this particular comic. So when I go here to the ideas board, you'll see little numbers next to them. You probably can't see them very well on stream.
It says 2, 2, 1,
so
2,
if you're the
1,
first
2.
If you're the first person to get there, you get 2 plus 2, which means the first number is the number you get to take from the idea spot itself. And the second number is the number you'll get to take from the supply over here. So in this case, I could take this gray one, and I could take, I don't know, like a purple one. It would depend on what I had in my hand, which we are not actually starting, by the way. And then I could take 2 more from the supply. In this case, I'd probably take another gray so that I could complete this and maybe another purple and start working towards publishing a purple comic. So that's how that spot would work. And then if, say, Rich went there later and he took the second spot, that one says 1 plus 2, so he would only be able to take 1 idea token from here and then 2 from the supply. Same thing for the third spot. So the first person to get there just gets one more idea token. Mm-hmm. And for hire and develop, it doesn't really matter the order you go in, really. It's the same. So now, most importantly, print. Okay, so let's then finish explaining how you actually publish the comic. So let's say I had something like this. I have my writer, I have my artist, I have a comic book. And so then I can start publishing on my first slot using this. Now, the first person to go to the publish spot will get the opportunity to publish 2 comics if they are able. However, I should note, you have a hand limit of 6 in this game. So I'm not going to say it's super rare that you manage to curate your hand like that, but it is kind of tricky to time those things.
Right.
But just so you know, that is an option when you're the first person there. So like I said, you have to pay 2 idea tokens that have to match the genre. The artist and the writer do not have to match the genre, but you do have to pay them based on their value. So in this case, I would need to also pay 4 money in addition to the 2 idea tokens. And then I would place them on my board like such. And then I would find the matching comic from one of these stacks. In this case, it would be Gang Wars. And then I'm going to place it on my fan track based on a couple of things. So when you see the cards here, you're going to look and see how many fans you have. So the comic book itself always comes with 1 fan, pretty much. And then if the writer and artist are matching, they will also come with fans. So this is kind of where things get tricky. If you play a writer and artist that do not match the color or genre of the comic book, color and genre are the same in this case, you don't get to add those fans. So it's very advantageous, though not strictly necessary, to have those fans. It just, if they don't match, it just means you're starting lower on this track. So then I would find the track that corresponds to my color, which I'm teal. Are you tired already, baby?
No.
Oh, no.
No.
Yes.
It's like to crawl up on his shoulder.
I know, my little iguana.
It's warm.
Yes. That's how that works, right? I explained that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, onward. Oh, also, when you go to print, you can do the rip-off. So when you do the rip-offs, you don't need idea tokens. That's the only main difference. And at the end of the game, rip-offs will not give you points. So I should mention, if you have all matchy-matchy on your comic, that's 6 points at the end of the game. If only one of them matches, that's 4, and if none of them match, that's 2. So again, like they both give you more fans to start, which is going to be helpful for your end of round scoring, and that also helps for your end of game scoring as well. So you're going to score these comic books multiple times, and this will shift throughout the game the number of fans as well. But I'll explain that when we get to the end of the round. Next step is royalties. This is just a spot if you're desperate for money. Because, you need to spend money to make money. This is a spot where you can just go and get money. That spot is pretty straightforward and probably one we won't be going to very often. But the first spot,
you need it.
I think we'll use it at least once or twice
a game.
Sometimes it's good because we have 4 actions and obviously we can do these in, certain orders. So $4 for the first spot, $3 for the second and third spot. That's how that works. And last but not least, we have sales. So this is where this map on the side is going to come into play because in addition to publishing comics, we also need to sell comics. And this is a way you'll be able to also get more fans on this track, which will juice up your money-making ability as well as your scoring at the end of the round. So at the start of the game, these will all be turned over as we go through the rounds, which I forgot.
Where are the things
we did not put those tokens out. I was just about to say for the round trackers because that tells us which of these tiles to flip at the start of each round. So can you explain how the sales action works real quick?
Yeah, the sales action, if you go to the first spot, you get to take 3 of these. Now, what happens, like, you can move 1 for free, and then each edition, like, okay, so Andy is this teal color. Let's say he moves here. He doesn't have to pay anything to move there, because it's just 1.
First one's free, yeah.
If he wants to move, say he wanted to move down here, then he'd have to pay, it's 1 coin?
It's $2.
$2 to move. Unless you get one of these transportation system tickets, and then that takes the place of having to pay 2 in order to get extra moves.
Yeah, and how do you get those? I should explain real quick. When you publish the comics, in addition to the fans you get on the right-hand side, the comic itself will also have a one-time bonus when you publish it on the right-hand side. So this one, in this case, this gives you 2 idea tokens, but other ones will give you things like that ticket. And some of the comic books, the bonus will be +1 fan. This one gives you 2 of any idea tokens. Oh, those are money, I think. Yes. Yeah. Those are, you get 2 $2 coins, so that's 4 money. And this one is the ticket bonus.
The ticket bonus is really nice because then you don't have to spend your money to move. But anyway, we were saying...
you can zip from one end of town to the other.
True.
Which is helpful. And so, because as the game goes on, these will start getting more and more flipped over, and you'll be able to see what's on the other side.
So now, okay, so he moves 1. Let's say that's all he has to move. He can take 3, or turn over. I'm sorry, he gets to turn over 3.
So
how many do you get to take?
Some of them will be turned over, but if there are any left on the other side, you will flip.
How many do you get to take, though?
So it depends on which spot you go on. The first one, you get to turn over and take up to 3.
Oh, you get to take
the second and third spot, you get to flip over and take up to 2. So if you go to a spot, and so there's intersections. Do you explain there's intersections?
Yeah. And on the back, like, okay, so he can flip over 3. Just so you know, what's on the back of these tells you how many fans. Remember,
before we get to that, I want to explain the intersection. So when you go here, you can take any orthogonally adjacent token. That's what this is referring to when you flip over and take things. So when you go to the little dots, you can take 1 on either of the 4 sides. So that's what that means. Up to 3. So you can flip. So however many are left unflipped, you can flip 2. Like, let's say in this case, this was the only one flipped over so far. You could flip 2 more before you take your 2. And continue with where you were.
I forget what the bigger number is for, though. The little number is how many extra fans.
So the top number is the value of the comic book. So you will recall when we publish the comic book, we had to pay our artist and writer based on their value in the top right here. So that's also going to be the value of the comic book when we go to do the sales. Make it +6. So you would need your comic book to be up to 6, and we'll explain when we get to breaking down the round structure. At the beginning of the round, you'll have the option to bump up the value of your comic books, and we'll explain how that works when we get there. But basically, most of your comic books are going to start. The maximum value is 6, and the minimum value is 2. Obviously, there's no zeros, and so whenever you manage to bump up that value to match one of these tokens, so you'll sort of keep them. So like, let's say I had this one here in my possession. If when you take it, the comic book is already at that value, in this case, it's 5. And then once I get a noir comic book at value 5, I will get to bump up that comic book plus 3 fans on this track. So right now, this one is at a value 4 because I have a value 1 writer and a value 3 artist. Yeah, that's right. So at the beginning of the next round, I will be able to spend some money potentially to bump up one of these to a 2. Then I would immediately get to cash this in. They're a one-time use. I would have fulfilled that little contract, and I'd go boop, 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 bump that up. I would have juiced up my potential scoring and money making for that particular comic at the end of that round. So it takes a couple of rounds to kind of do it. But it's a good idea to collect them when you can. And keep them for later, because the moment you manage to bump up that comic, you could potentially cash in like a bunch of those all at once.
Yeah, so now you got to explain how do we bump these up in value.
I will in a second. But I just want to explain real quick that the board now, so those are all the actions on the board. We have 4 meeples, right?
Oh, wait, you took that little...
So each round, we're going to have 4 actions. As we go along and publish comics, we'll also be unlocking potential bonus actions under here. That's what these are. So you'll see we have 3 cubes here on these spaces on our board. So once I publish my second comic, let's just pretend this is my second comic and I had another comic here. Once I publish that, I will be able to then place this cube on one of these action spots, bonus action spots here. So you don't get to immediately do the bonus action. It's the next time you take that action. If it has a cube on it, you'll be able to then, after taking the upper action, you'll be able to take the lower bonus action. So like if I had my cube here, and then next round or later on in the same round, you could unlock the special bonus ability and then go back to that spot later to get the special bonus. So I could go here. Let's assume I'd already gone there before and take the special bonus because I now have a cube here. So it's a little bit of a, not quite engine building, but just sort of like unlocking sort of like upgraded combos as you go throughout the game. So after I do the higher action, then I would get to do this, which would allow me to, I believe, swap my
You get to
cards.
swap a writer or an artist.
Yeah, so I get to swap cards. So I could swap cards that are already part of my published comic books on my board, or I can swap cards on my board with cards in my hand. So why would you want to do such a thing? Well, let's say you had published a comic with maybe not a matching artist or matching writer. You could use that special ability to swap those 2 out. If they are different values, though, you do have to pay a penalty in the difference of those in order to be able to do the swap. So that's just one caveat to doing that. It's not completely free. If I had this action, say, this special action would allow me to do what's called adding hype. So what this means is when I take this special action, I will take a card from my hand that I haven't published yet. Comic book card specifically. So you need to already have a comic book card you haven't published in your hand in order to do this special action. I would place one kind of like a reserve kind of thing. So I'm not publishing it yet, but I'm making the announcement that it's coming. It's like, you know, It's announced in Publishers Weekly, Comics Weekly, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so then at the beginning of the next round and subsequent rounds, until I publish it,
don't you?
At the beginning of the next round and subsequent rounds, if I have one of these not published yet, I can take one of these little hype tokens here. They look like this. They're very colorful. And I will place them on the card. When I eventually end up publishing that comic. Thank you, Tim. Tim says solid. I'm doing my best. When you publish that comic, you're going to then get +2 fans for every token you have on it. So you're building up the hype so that when you publish that comic, the second you publish it, it will already have that built-in fan base, and it'll be super juiced up, which is important for the endgame scoring when we get there. Okay, let me try and get through the rest of these bonuses fairly quickly.
I know, my butt's already starting to hurt.
So, if you go to this spot, this will allow you to trade in excess idea tokens you have, up to 3, for fans. So, let's say I had a bunch of gray tokens. I could trade in 3 gray tokens using the special action to go boop, boop, boop. Max of 3. So, 1 idea token for 1 fan, basically. And you can only apply it, obviously, to comic books of the genres that you already have on your fan track. You can't, just do any idea token. The genre still has to match.
The genre and the token has to match the...
Right, so I couldn't discard a purple token to move up a gray comic book.
Okay.
And then the special action under... So I should explain real quick. You only have 3 cubes. And so you have 1 cube for a level 2 special action, which is these 3 up here. You have a cube for a level 3 action, which is under print here. Which this one allows you just to add some of these better color tokens onto your published comic book. It's just +2 points at the end of the game. So that's that one. And then you have these level 4 ones. So, as I said, you're going to be unlocking these as you go. So you have a level 2 action you can unlock when you publish your second comic. When you publish your third comic, you'll unlock that one. And when you publish your 4th comic, you'll unlock that one. So for the level 2 one, you get to pick one of these. But you can only pick one of the 3 to unlock for yourself. For the print special action, there's only one, so you only have one choice there. It's the better color tokens. For your level 4, you have the option of these 2. So this one here will allow you basically to buy fans. You can pay people to read your comics. That's that special action. So it's $2 for 1 fan, $5 for 2 fans, and $9 for 4 fans. So I guess if you got a lot of money but not a lot of fans, that's a thing you can do. I have not personally done it when we played this game before, but it could happen. And then this special action, which I think is the better of the 2, personally, is you get to unlock one of these extra workers for that round. You only get them for the round, but...
you only get them for that 1 round?
Yes, important to note. At the end of the round, you have to return said worker to that spot. However, you really don't get that special action unlocked till towards the end of the game, so it's kind of whatever. But just be aware that you don't get to keep it permanently. Okay. So that's that special action there. In addition, once you publish your 5th comic, these don't have cubes. These are just sort of apply to kind of endgame scoring stuff. So this one will allow you to move one of your previously placed cubes. So let's say you got on that hype train early on in the game, but you're tired of hyping. You would rather be able to, do some swapping or, trade in idea tokens for fans. Once you publish your 5th comic, you will immediately be able to move the cube there so that you can unlock that special ability instead. So that's the only way you can move the cube after you've placed it. And then once you reach the 6th comic or beyond, it is technically mathematically possible to get 7 or more comics, but it's a little less likely. I don't think you would get much more than 8. Because then, obviously there's only 6 spots on the board, but it just says, throw them off to the side if you're going over. So this one, at the end of the game, you will get a bonus of +2 points if you have, however many comics. So you will get extra bonus scoring in addition to the base scoring of 6, 4, or 2 for each of the comics. So that's just an end game scoring thing. Oh, it's extra 2 points for every comic beyond your 5th comic. So you'll get +2 for your 6th comic, +2 for your 7th comic, etc. That's how that one works. I think this one is the one that gives you an extra point for each of your first 5 comics. So if you get to 5, you get +1 for each of them. If you get to 6 and 7, you get then +2 for 6 and 7. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay. So now we need to do our starting hands and starting resources. Oh, you got to put those. Yeah. So at the start of each round, we're going to go over the round structure now. Hype train. That's right. George R.R. Martin needs to put out or shut up. I don't want to hear any more novellas or anything until Winds of Winter comes out. Okay. We got to chain him to a desk. No, didn't he already finish it? He's just revising it or something. I heard it was done, but anyway. Lizzie's need to stand up.
I know.
Okay.
Dang.
We'll let you stretch a little bit.
Okay, yes. Yes, and I want to see if it's raining outside.
Yeah, it's supposed to rain here in Sacramento today. I don't know how bad the snow is there in D.C. right now, Tim. But we actually had a very balmy week. The last couple of days especially were very balmy, nice. But the rains are coming back. Okay. So I need to make sure I pass out the right amount of starting resources. We're supposed to start with cards. But the start of the round is you'll flip over one of these calendar tiles up here, and that will tell you which one of these tiles on the map to flip over, so you'll kind of know as it goes along which things are what. So you gotta know where to aim for. So we're doing guns first, and I think there's 5 of each in a 2-player game. Did I miss any guns? Maybe it's just 4 for the guns. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's the other gun. I found it. All is well. Okay. And then you will refill any idea tokens in the board. Obviously, this is the first round, so we haven't taken any idea tokens from that spot, so we don't need to refill that. The next step is this is where we would add some hype to any cards we had reserved. That's not relevant, so you skip that. Then this is the part where you could pay money potentially to juice up one of your comics, or as many of your comics as you have money to do. Very gray there. Yeah, it's gray here too, so it's similar for once. Yeah, my best friend has been basically partially snowed in for much of the last couple of weeks. So the way that upgrading your comic value works is, let's say in this case I have a 3 and a 1. You can pay the difference between the two to bump up the lesser one. I think it says that's learning. They're learning from their colleague or something. There's learning and then bumping up your skills. But in either case, if I had a 2 and a 3, I could pay $1 to bump the 2 up to a 3. In this case, I have a 1 and a 3, so I could pay $2 to bump it up to a 3. I think that's what's called learning. And then you have these little upgrade training learning tokens. They're double-sided. You have +2 on one side, 3 on the other. As I said, 6 is the maximum value of comics because 3 is the maximum value for the writers and artists. So then I would have 3 and 3. If your writer and artist are the same value, it's going to get a little more expensive to upgrade them. Obviously 3 and 3 is the max, but assuming this was 2 and 2, you have to then pay the number of whatever value you're trying to bump them up to. So you don't have to do both at once, but if they're both the same value, you're gonna have to pay 3 if you're upgrading to a 3. Let's say this was 1 and 1. I would have to pay 2 to upgrade one of them to a 2. Okay, so and if I want to upgrade both, in this case I'd have to pay 6 because I'm bumping them both up to a 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. So when they're both the same value, it gets more expensive to upgrade them. So, be aware of that. Probably a good idea is to bump one up all the way to a 3 and then just pay $2 to bump the other one up to a 3. That would be the most cost-efficient way to do that. But that's one of the more finicky kind of rules to remember in this game. Okay, so we need starting hands of cards and starting resources. I think we already established our ranking. I'm going to be going first in the first round. And we'll explain scoring probably in a minute. Rich is in the bathroom, so we have to wait for him. Woo. While I look up, I'm trying to remember where it says there are starting resources or all cards setup. It's set up a little weird. I do like in this rule book, they do have it looks very text heavy the first time you're looking at it, but it has like these nice little like speech bubbles and arrows and things. So actually it was not too hard to learn this one from the rule book. I will say that. Okay, here it is. So we each start with $5.
Yay!
So there's $5 for Lizzie's, $5 for me. We get one random value to writer card and one random value to artist card. Then in turn order, we'll be able to pick a comic that we want.
Wait, you want to bury Gang Wars and those two and then pick two different?
It's fine.
Okay, well, now...
So why don't you come in here so we can finish the setup and get started.
Okay. Ah!
Just want to make sure I did a thorough teach. No stone left unturned. Oh. And then I will explain the end of the round scoring real quick.
Wait, you have to go over something again.
Get started.
For me that I missed.
Yes. So we each get a random value of each.
How do we
for our
bump
starter
up
card.
The value on the writers again? And the artists? Where do we go?
You either pay the difference between the two, or you have to pay the number that you're bumping them up
Yeah,
to.
but you don't have to go anywhere special to do it. You just
No, you do it at the beginning of the round.
Okay.
I'll explain it again when we get there. So you just ask
What
again.
does it say?
Because I just literally got to
Oh, it does say pay money to increase creative's value. Okay,
I'll explain it again when we get there, but it's the difference, basically.
Okay.
Take my workers back. Okay, so in turn order, so we each have a starting value to writer and artist card, and so I'm first in the turn order. So here, close your eyes. So based on the two cards I have, I think I'm definitely going to want to take this comic.
Can I open them now?
You may now.
Okay.
And you don't refill the market until the start of the next round.
So I am screwed, as always.
No.
Well,
You think
I only
so?
get two to choose from.
You can always top deck it. So you can go through this deck when you're picking your comics cards for the beginning. I don't know if that's true.
Okay. So I get to pick also.
Because this is the opening of the game, you can go through this. Just you can't look at the other side. Like you can't see what bonuses are on it, but you can see what genre is on it.
Oh, I can pick one? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
As long as you're just looking at that side.
Okay. I'm going to do that.
That's fine. It says in the rules. Because you want to be strategic in which comic you start with. Okay, so we have our opening hand of 3 cards, and also as a reminder, your hand limit is 6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but that's I think 6 by the end of the round. I think you're allowed to have more than 6 during the round. You just have to discard down.
Okay,
I believe that's the case. And if I'm wrong, well, oh well. So if when I post this on the BGG, someone will clarify for me, I'm sure. So just real quickly for the end of round scoring. So at the end of the round, so we're going to do all our actions, try to publish some comics. We have 4 actions, right? That will be the middle of the round. Then at the end, we're going to establish ranking and award VP. That will be based on this track here. So like, let's say Rich had some outlaws. You're this color. You're the peach color.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say I had my gang wars at 6 and his outlaws were at 3. I would then be the victor for that round. And so then I would get one of these star tokens. They come in multiples of 3 and multiples of 2. So basically, the person who is highest on the track, it doesn't matter how many you have, it's just you just need to have at least one that's higher than the other person. You will then be first in the majority scoring. You will get 3. Runner-up will get 2 in a 2-player game.
That big of a difference.
Yeah, in a multiplayer game, I think it's quite a bit more competitive for this star scoring, but in a 2-player game, it's, kind of tit for tat. Then, after we've established our ranking, that will also determine the turn order for the next round. So whoever was in second or in last would then go first. So if I was first in the majority scoring, that means I would go second in the next round. So you get kind of a
you already
loser
the,
consolation.
Little guns over.
Yes,
Good.
yes, we're already into it. Then you will earn money based on where your comics are on the track. So you'll earn money per comic. So the handy duty little chart. So I would get $3 for my gang wars here. Rich would get $2 for his outlaws. If you have multiple, obviously get money for each, depending where they are on the track. And obviously you can have more than one comic book on one track at a time. Or on one spot, I should say. Like you could have 2 on the 3. Then, and this is the kicker, you're going to have to go down 1 fan. All the comic books lose 1 fan because they're not the hot new releases anymore. They're yesterday's news.
Yep.
Then you'll take your editors back from the board, and this is the time in which we would refill this. Then we go back, refill all that, flip the calendar, and then we'll go through all the other steps. So, just in case I didn't mention, there's 5 rounds total in this game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rounds. And on the 3rd round, we'll be flipping over 2 calendar tiles, just so you know. So by the time you get to the last 2/5 of the game is where stuff starts. Most of these will be common knowledge, and you probably will have unlocked at least, hopefully, a couple of special bonus actions. I would say the average amount of comics that I managed to publish a round is 1. 2 publish,
round.
Yeah, publish 2 on a round, and you're doing pretty good.
Exactly.
It is mathematically possible to, like I said, get more than 6
The
comics
beginning
done.
is slower for sure.
Yeah, it takes a while. So we've done all our beginning of round steps. You skip most of them in the first part of the game. So now we're ready to go into our action phase. Make sure I got my cubes where they're supposed to be.
Yes.
And now I have to decide what the first action I'm going to take is. Well, at the beginning of the game,
You always have to.
it's this sort of process is sort of like A, B, C, D, pretty much. You're going to have to go through that step-by-step process, A, B, C, D, every time, because you need to hire people, and then you need the comic, then you need the tokens before you can print it,
Right.
So, however, I might decide I want to get ready to print 2 at once, maybe. So maybe I'll do some hiring. And maybe I'll take this writer. And there are like little people's heads on here. I guess these are all real people that are the playtesters and friends of the designers and developers. So this guy's Michael Florio. They're mostly Italian and Spanish people because it's Italian team. So I'm going to take that, and I'm going to take this great artist that goes along with it, and I do not refill. Your turn.
Alrighty then. Let's see. I will also do some hiring.
Well, the career fair is open.
I'm going to take this artiste and this writer.
Do we start with any idea tokens? Oh, yeah, we're supposed to start with some idea tokens.
How many?
2 idea tokens of your choice for the first person. The second player gets 3. So, yeah, based on what I had originally, that's probably what I should do. So I'll take 2 orange.
These need to go back. You don't have anything on gamers.
Thanks for that. Okay, you can take 3 idea tokens of your choice.
Okay, well.
For your starter resources.
I will take 2 sci-fi and 1 true crime.
Oh, one last thing. The first person to publish a comic of a certain genre will get one of these things, and then that'll get +1 fan to add to your comic book track when you publish it. So whoever publishes the first noir is going to get this, etc., etc. Later on in the game, if somebody has more noir comics than the person that has this one, it'll go to them. So this will switch. So whoever has the most of this type of comic published will be the holder of the keys, so to speak. So that's very helpful. And also they're all +2 points at the end of the game.
Okay. It is your turn.
Okay. Well. I guess I'm going to go get that Gang Wars.
Gee, you think?
Gang Wars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm at my hand limit at 6, so, you know.
Okay. Well, that's good.
There's that.
Now, are you ready? Are you prepared?
You're going to go print, aren't you?
Yep. How did you know?
I never get there first.
Not never, but... Okay, this one's just Lopez. I guess he didn't... He just went by Lopez.
One name only. Lopez. You don't need to know his first name. You're not his mother.
Well, what about Sandy Lanes? I like that one, Sandy Lanes.
Sure.
And I'm going to be printing this comic book, Stories of Tomorrow.
Okay.
So I have to pay 3, so I get that, and I get 2 back.
Don't forget to pay your idea tokens as well.
And there's my ideas tokens. This is... And I get that, which will allow me to get 4.
Fan. So you look at the right side first. So because all his colors are matching, he gets all these fans. 1, 2, 3. He gets this right hand bonus of +1 fan and +1 fan from this token here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fans.
Where did you get 5? Oh, because I had... The
bonus is also +1 fan here.
Oh, that's really good.
And then, because you were the first one to publish this genre
5.
comic.
Woo-hoo! Right there.
Nice. Okay, then. Well... What do I want?
Are you sure these don't get refreshed?
Nope, they do not.
They're not. There's not much there to work with.
Good.
Oh.
You wasted that spot by only doing 1. You could have done 2.
No, I like to just strike while the iron is hot.
Block me, more like.
Block while the iron is hot.
I guess I'm gonna go publish 2. Or do I just want some royalties? Maybe I... I mean, I think I gotta publish.
No.
I gotta publish one way or the other, so I can get some on this scoring thing and get some money. So I'm gonna do some gang wars here. Obviously.
You sure it's not Bang Wars?
No, I'm not ripping anyone off. I could have ripped you off, I guess.
Can you rip yourself off? I guess you can.
I don't know. That's a good question. Oh, wait, except I don't have the idea tokens for this shit.
Well, then you're not doing it.
Okay, I'm going to take my 5 back.
Oh, no.
I forgot. I don't have...
You don't have tokens.
I don't have the right idea to... Well, I guess I could do the other one is probably what I should do.
If you have the tokens, yes.
I will do that.
Do you have all 3?
So...
Oh, you do.
I don't have, like, the right type of...
Okay.
I only have one matching here. So... In this case, I have one that's not matching, but like I said, they don't have to match less points, and I can always swap it out later.
The difference is he'll get 4 points instead of 6 points at the end.
It's less fans, but I just need to do it right now. So, I get 1, 2, 3 fans for my outlaws. It's right there. And I get a bonus of one of those tickets, which will be good because I think I'm going to go do some sales after this. And that's it. Yeah, because I want to get to unlocking my special actions as quickly as I can. Would be nice.
My turn?
Yes.
Well, I think... I might go to sales.
Why not?
And I can move 1. So I'll move here. And I can turn over 3. I'm definitely going to turn over this one. Ooh.
Yeah, so you need to get this to value 6. But
I do.
You can take it, and then whenever you fulfill that, you'll be able to cash it in. So...
okay, so the next...
Sort of the contract fulfillment part of the game.
I can take, and then I'll turn over this one, which is Hoa. Hoa. And Cowboy, Western... What is it called? Western? Is it
Westerns, yeah.
I can take all 3. Yay?
You can.
Without any penalty or anything.
Yeah. I can't remember if it has to be flipped over for you to take it. I don't think so. It's just you don't know what's on the other side.
I mean, I don't even know if I want this. I definitely want this, but I don't have... I have to up those.
Yeah, so at the end of the game for the scoring, it doesn't really matter what collection of genres you have. Having a certain number of genres only matters for gaining this thing. Which gives you the +1 and the 2 points. So done?
Yep.
Okay. Also it should be noted, you can spend $2 if you want to go on top of me. Otherwise, I block that spot.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, so it's not free for you. Like, if I wanted to move here on top of you, I'd have to pay $2. Sort of a bumping into you fee.
Okay.
Just FYI. The little vagaries of things. Okay, well, either I'm going to be doing sales, or I'm going to be getting some idea tokens so that I can publish my Gang Wars next round. Are there any... Those aren't uncovered yet, so I don't really know what the boots are going to be. Though if I go there, I get to flip them over.
Mm-hmm. You could flip over these 2.
I think it might be worth it if I think it could get me more fans for my Outlaws. Because
you want to go here?
Yeah, that's where I'm going. And I'm going to flip... I get to flip 2. So that's that one and I guess the romance one, whatever. and I get to take 2. That's perfect. And then I'll probably take this one for when I publish Gang Wars. So this is at a 4. I need a value 4 to get +2 fans. This is exactly a value 4. So flip it over. That's done. And I get plus, what was that? +2 fans. 1, 2. Cool. I'm tied with you. And I think if we're tied, we both get 3. Or you might need to divide it. I'm not sure. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. You still need to take your last action.
So how much should it be to get these both at 3? I don't know if I have enough.
Well, we're not there yet, but it would be... You'd have to pay 1 if you want to bump this one up to 2. So you pay the difference.
1.
If they're both the same, you would have to pay whatever the number is of the next one level you're bumping it up to. So you'd have to pay
4.
Oh yeah, you want to do that. So I think I neglected to mention, because I always forget about this little rule. You can combine the 2 different types of paying together to make it more efficient, right? When you're bumping up the value. Okay, so learn, yeah, I was like, learn is where you pay the difference. Train is where you bump them up. You can mix the options above. So I think, like I was saying during the teach, you could pay 3 to bump this up to a 3, and then 2 to bump that up to a 3.
I don't have enough money.
Yeah, so that's how you would combine them together. So the train would be pay 3 to make the 2 a 3. Then you would pay the difference between the 3 and the 1 and the 2. That would be the most cost-efficient way, actually, to get
Which
them there.
would be 5.
As opposed to, you could pay... Well, actually, yeah. You could pay the
1.
difference of 1 to make that a 2. Then you would have to pay 6 to get them both to be a 3.
What if I bump this one up to a 3?
That's what I'm saying. That's how you mix the learn and train together. That's the more cost-efficient way to do it.
So just bumping that is only 1, right?
No, bumping that is 3. Because you're training. Because you have to think about it, the way that they explain it in the rule book is that whichever one you're bumping up is learning from the other one. But a larger value writer isn't going to learn anything from a lower value artist.
Okay.
The student cannot teach the teacher.
So how much is it going to be?
This
part's confusing.
It's probably like the single most confusing rule in the game.
Yeah.
You would need 5 to get them both to be a 3. 5 money.
Well, I don't have a 5.
Well, you're going to earn money at the end of the round, which is coming up here.
I know, but if I was going to bump it, then I would get extra fans. Then I would have been in front of you, but I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
But...
Yeah,
even
Tim,
if you just bump it 1, right? I can just bump this one up 1 to pay the difference, and then I get an extra fan, don't I?
No, this is not how that works.
Oh.
You need to... Did you take one of those things? You're trying to get it to be 6 so that you can get fans from this.
For 4. Yeah.
So I think, the most cost-efficient way is the way that I explained it. Pay 5 to get them both to be 3. Don't overthink it. Then once you get to that value 6, then you'll get to bump it up +4 on the fan track.
Oh, conversely, I could, but I don't have writers.
There's a lot of very A, B, C, D logic in this game.
Do you get fans for the knockoffs?
Yeah, I think so. I'll have to reread exactly how that works. I think they work the same as these ones, just you don't have to pay idea tokens.
You don't have
you don't get points for them at the end of the game.
You have to pay for the writers, though.
You still have to have like a writer and artist and pay them, yes.
So if I wanted to...
And obviously they don't come... These rip-off cards don't come with any fans automatically. But obviously you can use other things in the game to bump the fans up kind of retroactively.
There is this on the back. I wonder if this is like something where you can like...
We haven't used the rip-offs before.
It or something, because like this says 10 fans.
Wow, that's truly stealing, isn't it?
Yeah, the others all say 10 fans too.
Okay, rip-offs. So you can print a rip-off. Oh, you have to copy someone else's previous comic, so you can't just rip off nothing.
But I could rip off myself, right?
It says other players, so I don't think you can rip off yourself. Oh, little gecko. Shut up. To print the rip-off, you must search the rip-off stack for the comic you want to print.
Okay, well, then that's not going to happen. I don't think there's anything I can do about it. But, and these cards are going to go away, right? At the end of this round. These cards go away.
Yeah. No, they'll still be there.
All right.
We
well,
just
then,
refilled. I don't know why those say plus 10 on the other side. And $6. I'm not sure what that's about.
I don't either.
It doesn't say anything about that.
All right, I'm going to go to... Ooh, what is I going to do? I'm going to... what was I thinking? Oh my god. I don't even remember what I was going to do.
Tim says, very cool Euro. You know what this game reminds me a lot of, Tim? It's Smartphone Inc. If you've ever played that game, it has
it's similar.
A similar kind of track and scoring mechanism.
Okay.
The same number of rounds too. And this whole thing with unlocking actions is also very similar to Smartphone Inc.
Yeah,
I do think the theme is doing a lot of heavy lifting in it, but if you're like a comics nerd, it's
okay. I'm gonna go to develop, and I'm gonna take the
Angel of
Liberty.
I'm not sure what that stuff on the back is about.
I don't either.
Doesn't say anything about it, which is weird. Anyway. Okay. You've done all your worker actions.
Yep, we're all done.
So now we're going to do our end of round steps. So we'll establish ranking and award VP. Well, we are tied. Let me just...
We both get the more. We both get the 3.1. I remember from last time.
Do you?
Uh-huh.
Well, you're doing better than me. I'm going to just have to trust
It's weird how I sometimes remember certain things.
End of round.
Other things.
There
you go.
Mm-hmm. You're right. We both get 3.
Yay.
Cool.
And then we earned our money, establish a turn.
No, we didn't earn our money.
Oh, no, we're going to earn our money.
Okay, $3 for each of us. $3, and now our things go down. And then we get our little meeples back. Our little editor meeples. The production of this game is really good. Oh, I didn't say, I'm very remiss. I actually got this game for free, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Duh.
So big shout out to Jamie and Jeff from Foster the Meeple, who I'm part of their Patreon, and they had a Patreon only giveaway, and I won it! And I got this game because they have the upgraded version of this game. I don't know what's in the deluxe version of this game. I think they said like the little skyscrapers are made of metal and look like actual skyscrapers.
Ooh, cool.
For the round markers, and I think the tokens for the comic books are actual tiny little comic books or something. I don't know, something really extra. I think as a retail edition of the game,
This is very good.
Is really good. This was an advanced copy they got, I think. So
thank you, Jamie.
Thank you, Jamie and Jeff. So,
yeah, we've played it a bunch of times and we really like it.
I think this is our third or fourth time.
Oh no, it's at least our fourth time.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, well. Okay, we got everything we need to refill.
But we also have to establish turn order.
You're going first, so do you want to switch those and then flip over the calendar? And so we can start flipping over some tokens on the map.
Okay, hero. A hero.
And then no one took any idea tokens from the board last round, so we don't have to do that. No hype, but now is the time when you could upgrade the values of some things, which may be something you want to do, sir.
I do.
I don't really feel like doing it right now. I have time.
Okay, so it's going to cost me 5, right?
Yeah.
Which is exactly how much money I have. So let's take all my money. But now I get to those little things to bump them up. The little.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, you're in the position where you have to do all.
It's fine. My back is still kind of messed up, but it's not as bad as it was. I did some yoga earlier, and I think that helped.
Oh, good.
It still hurts, but it's getting to a more like. It's not spasming.
Well, it's good now. Now I get this. So
I have my little back pillow back here.
I get my +4 fans.
Oh yeah, you do immediately, and
1,
then you just turn it over.
3, 4.
I guess we should just discard them. Just throw them over there.
I
Once
will.
you use them, whatever.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, and now we're into the action part.
Okay, so
you're
now
going
I'm
first.
going to go. Yes, I will. Okay.
So I still need to
that
get this one done. That's something that needs to happen. I'm just shocked you managed to fit this all on the screen. The first time I set it up, I'm like, oh, this is kind of a table hog. I mean, it's not any worse than La Cremosa. Actually, it's a little, not as bad.
A little less table hoggly.
Eurogame publishers, please, no more portrait style boards. Landscape like this is fine for this size of board. That's fine, but like I remember that La Cremosa one. It's like we have to literally get up just to look at the cards on the market and go around the
This
table.
one's not bad.
This is actually not that bad.
It's hard. I'm a little astounded that we could fit it all.
For those that are not aware, my table is exactly 36 inches by 36 inches. So
it looks longer than 36 inches.
It is exactly 36 inches by 36 inches.
Looks bigger. Well, in any case, it is my turn. So I think maybe I will go higher. So I will take this artist, Corentin LeMay. Interesting name. And I guess this writer. And De Silva. Now I have 5 cards in my hand, so I can only get one more.
I never paid these.
Uh-oh.
Doesn't matter. I'm paying them now for my Western. Okay, well, I know I'm going to need some of this action.
I know. So smart.
So,
get in there early, get this stuff.
Yeah, I'm going to need one of these. And what why don't I take one of these? I'll take one of these. Then I get 2 from here, so I'll get another heart. And another gun. He shot me down, bang, bang. What's that not Nancy Sinatra song?
I don't remember, but I vaguely remember what you're talking about.
My baby shot me down.
That's a Nancy Sinatra song?
Well, it's a cover, obviously, but,
Okay.
That was her other big hit.
I only know Boots. I was a kid when that was out, and I really loved that song.
Dun 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 dun
Dun dun
dun
dun dun dun dun dun dun dun.
You keep lying when you ought to be truthing.
That's right.
Oh my god. Okay, is it my turn? No, it's your turn.
It is my turn. It is my turn. My turn.
I need a...
Now, is there a process for shedding cards from your hand? Or you just get rid of them if you don't want them anymore?
I think... Hold on, let me double check. I think you can replace them maybe. When you do the higher action. Oh, so you draw first, then you discard down to 6. So if you have 6 in your hand, yes, you can curate your hand. There's a big curation element in this game. So the answer is yes. But you get to take the extra cards first before you decide which cards to shed. Thank you for that, because I forgot about that rule. That's going to be very important for me going forward.
Do, 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 do. Well, I guess I'll just do this instead. I like to go first here and frustrate you with the fruity.
I knew you were going to go there.
Of course you did.
So I need to plan it. Well, I'm not going to give away my strategy.
Don't. How are you gonna beat me if you don't?
Didn't you win this game last time?
Probably. Now
me and Rich almost got into a big fight over Targi the other day.
No, we didn't.
It had been a while since we played it. I think Rich had forgotten how blocky that game is.
Yeah, it's very takedown.
He was bitching at me the whole time, and then he totally creamed my ass at the end.
Well,
it's like 31 to 27, or no,
yeah.
25.
Wow, I really am bad.
Tim, if you could write me up a prescription for sore winter syndrome,
no,
I would appreciate that. Have you heard of this complex?
No, I don't have any complexes.
So sore winter, for those of you that are not aware, this is actually a really great phrase that Mitch and Morgan from M is for Meeple coined. So being a sore winter complex is when you spend the whole game complaining and whining that everyone's being so mean to you and treating you unfairly, blocking you and taking all the things you want, and then you end up winning.
Who's the sore
Morgan is the sore winner in that relationship. Which is so funny, you'd think it would be the opposite, but
no. I admit I've always been a big effing whiner my whole life. I'm just really
it's
good
your
at
way.
It.
You like to kvetch. It's what it is.
It is. And yet you're Jewish, and you're not kvetching.
I fret. I worry.
All right.
But I keep it inside.
He's the Jewish mama. Okay. I'm gonna go print this Angel of Liberty. Now, should I go with the more... I should actually probably do that, but let me see. He's like, what are you saying? I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. Oh, I have to be able to pay this. Wait. I can't.
Yeah, you don't have the funds to pay this fine.
I can't go there. All right, we're going right here and getting money.
That's what that spot is good for in cases like this.
Give me 4 right now.
Because you spent all your money upgrading your sci-fi, and you forgot, oh, I still need money to pay my staff to publish future
give me 4
editions.
Give me 4. Give me 4.
Oh my god, you're so crazy.
Plus, I don't even have...
Big spender. That's why I held on to my money. It's a little early in the game to be like blowing all my cash on upgrades. I don't technically need yet.
You always need upgrades.
I do.
All right, so...
I want to build my engine.
That will be all that I do that particular turn. Okay, your turn.
You don't have the tokens either to be publishing anything.
I know. I'm going to have to go get tokens.
You're going to have to do all that. Interesting. Interesting.
Yep.
Well.
It is interesting. No, it'd be nice. No, don't do it. No, what are you doing? I don't even know.
Oh my god, I can't with you right now. I just cannot. I'm taking this artist and this writer because they're dirt cheap.
Oh no, he took the artist and the writer. They were the same color. Oh no.
That's right.
Woe is me.
Woe unto thee.
All right, is that all for your turn?
Repent or be damned.
All right, but is it?
Yeah, it's you.
It's all me now.
You forget we're not to the combo-y part of the game yet.
No,
it's
thank
just
God, I hate all that combo
snap,
shit.
snap, snap. Well, once I start unlocking some of these,
all right, I'm going to go
abilities
here and get. I get 1 from here, which is going to be this guy.
1 + 2.
And then, oh God, I don't know what else I'm going to do. You always need 2, right? So I'll do that and that. At least I have 1 of each. Okay.
You're going to go publish next time, aren't you?
No.
I don't know why I bother asking. But anyway.
I knew you went there. But yeah, I'm going to.
I knew you were lying too.
No. I wasn't lying. I just was mistaken.
I want to be able to publish 2 comics at once.
All right, I'm going to do
I'm going to need to give up the ghost.
I'm doing the
whatever.
Angel of Liberty. And we will pay only 2 for the artist and 2 for the oopsie. And only 1 for the writer. Yeah, that way I'll still have.
I see.
I'll still have.
Don't forget to pay your idea tokens. Like I
the
forgot
idea tokens are the Mr. Blue. Hey there, Mr. Blue.
And you get this to calculate your fans with.
Yay! Now wait. I have to pay 3. Let's. I have to pay 3. So
you need 1 back. Okay. And now you can calculate your fans and your right-hand bonus.
Okay, well, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nope.
Oops.
That doesn't match, so you can't use that fan.
Oh, you're right. 1, 2, 3. I only get 3.
But you get a ticket. Free pass.
It goes there on 3, right? Okay, and I get a ticket. Yay! I mean, it's something anyway.
I just noticed that your sci-fi thing rocketed up to 8.
Well, you said it wasn't worth spending all my money.
Oh, I guess I was wrong. Wouldn't be the first time, and it won't be the last.
That's true, but you have another turn.
I do indeed.
I do not. I have no more turns this round. But don't overthink it, because you know what happens if you overthink it.
Well,
Is Tim still with us? Are you still there, Tim?
maybe he is. I don't know.
There
may be other people watching.
What is it saying? What does it say?
There's people watching.
Yay! Hi there.
So, I'm trying to decide.
How come you don't start with like?
I'm gonna go do some sales.
At the beginning, is there a way that like it doesn't say get gaming at the beginning, and we don't do our?
I have a holding screen. The stream's starting soon. That's kind of what that is.
Okay.
You don't need to do such things.
Okay, let me ask you some more technical questions so you forget what you're doing.
No, because I go to do some sales.
What? No, not sales.
So let's see if I have the ticket, so I can go anywhere.
This is I'm trying to give other people a taste of what the moaning and whining sounds like. It's just
God.
like no, why?
Absolute
Oh no.
worst. Let's go here.
And
I'll
take
take
all the way up there.
One of these.
How much did you pay to get all the way up there?
I'll take that.
Did you pay too?
And I don't know what this is, but I should have flipped them first. But whatever, I took them. No, because I had a ticket.
Oh, you had a ticket.
Yeah, lets me zip wherever I want for free. And I took the 3. So sadly, I don't have a high enough value here to cash this in, which would have been nice. But oh well, I still think it was worth it. I'll work on them later.
Oh well.
Okay, well, so now we're to the last part of this round. So establish ranking and award VP. Well, you're first, Mimi.
Mimi.
For the Drag Race fans out there. But that means I will be going first in the next round. Haha! That works well for my machinations. Earn money. I still only have 1, so I'm getting
3.
Oh, I was just confused for a second because I was like, I thought I was lower than that.
I get 6 though. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, baby.
Okay. Then we all go down 1. We all fall down. Okay. So then.
And then we have to do huggies. We have to hug it out. It's the end of the round.
I do love you so.
I know. It's important. Okay,
You didn't place your cube, by the way, for your special action?
Oh. I think I want to try doing this.
The hype train?
I want to try the hype train.
It worked well for me that one time, remember? Except I had too many hyped up comics and I didn't publish all of them by the end, so might have gotten a little greedy with the hyping. So just watch out for that. Okay, take your editors back, refill the board. We're flipping 2 calendar things now.
I feel good. I feel like I'm not doing
Well,
badly.
I only have 1 comic, and you have 2, so you are technically winning so far. Can change in a heartbeat. So flip over the calendars.
Okay. Oh, 2 more. That's
yeah,
right.
3. You flip
we
over
have
2.
Horror.
Horror.
Or you have to go mining for the horror. And so romance is the other one. So I'm turning over the romance, all the hearts, because they're easy to find.
To refill the idea tokens.
And now this.
A little bit of upkeep in this game, but it's not
It's not
worst.
crazy.
What is the game that has like... Oh, it's a ridiculous level of upkeep. We played it not that long ago, too.
Lacrimosa has a lot, doesn't it? Or...
I mean, the cards are a bit of upkeep.
What do you think
That might
about,
be what I'm thinking of.
Or is it creature comforts?
No, it's fine, baby. Don't worry about it. You don't need to worry about it. Just focus on the game.
Okay.
Because I'm going here. And I'm printing 2 comics.
No!
This is what's happening.
No!
Took me 2 rounds to make this happen because I'm like, I'm going to get that 2.
Oh my god,
once.
and they're all perfect ones.
This is true. So I have 2 for that one and 4 for the other one.
Here you go, bitch.
2 heart
You
tokens.
get this one and this one.
2 guns.
It's only because I let you have that stuff.
Thank you, baby. You're such a giver.
I know.
So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus I get a ticket for the bonus there.
This is when I start hyperventilating.
Heartbreakers! She's at the altar, and then the one guy, he's just looking at the camera going like...
No.
Here, I'll show you the card for the people at home. It's so funny. Oh no, he's jilted. What does it say? Yeah, it says jilted and scorned. Oh my god, so dramatic.
The guy was, or the chick?
Her, because she's
was
literally
jilted and scorned?
crying at the altar, and the priest is sitting there all awkward, like he doesn't know what to do.
I want to see.
Oh
I
my
didn't
God.
get to see.
Anyway, I'll go at 4 here for my heartbreakers. Then for my gang
That's not
wars,
romance. That's fake romance because it's the opposite of romance. It's.
I guess she is going to end up with the priest. Her and the priest have a love affair. I don't know. Maybe he jilted her because he found out she was having an affair with the priest.
I guess.
I don't know. Anyway, I get 1, 2, 3, 4 fans for gang wars as well.
Oh no. Oh no.
And then 4 money is my bonus on gang wars.
Are you paying for all of that stuff?
I already paid it all. While you're too busy doing this
No,
other
how do you
stuff.
still have 5 left then? How much did you pay for
I was
all that?
saving up. I paid 2 for this one and 4 for that one. Because
Okay.
these are both 1.
I see. All right. Well, I guess
Suck
you get
it.
to pick your where your
Also,
tokens
because this
go.
is a value 4, these are both value 3. Little contract, I forget what those are called, but sales tokens. So I did both of these. So that's +1, +1. So gang wars is actually at 6. Boop. Okay, it was worth it to wait. Oh, and I get to place both these tokens. So one goes here. That's just automatic. And then which one of these do I want? Do I want to swap or do I want to... I want to get the fans. Fans. Or do I want to join you on that? No, I'm not going to do the hype train this time. Like I said, I got a little too greedy with the hype train. I don't have room over here to be holding all of a bunch of cards in reserve.
Oh, no.
I guess I could just put him here while I'm hyping them, but, you know.
Yep. Okay, well, you just had your turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that would make it my turn. This is very sucky situation. Yeah. It's a sucky situation because there's not much matchup here. I don't have. I have some cards in my hand that are really
well. You can always top deck it,
but I already did You can only do one sci-fi, right?
No, you can do multiples. That's why the way that you can get these tokens from other people is by having published more of a genre than them. You could publish all of just the same genre.
Huh.
There's no limit there.
Mm.
You could super specialize.
Mm. Well, okay. Yeah, because... Yeah.
Because, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Because, yeah.
You only have 2 cards in your hand, so I feel like hiring would be a good idea in general.
I know.
Because you can always curate your hand, too.
You know what? I'm going to go here. First, this is...
That's what I was going to suggest, actually. It'll kind of...
For one thing, I want to see what's under here so that I know what... Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you can... You can't root around in here, I think, when you're doing the hiring. I think that was just at the beginning when you draft them that you're allowed to do that, yeah?
Yeah.
Let me just double check.
Or can you? I don't think so.
No, it's just the top one. You just top deck it.
All right, but at least I can see what's coming up. So, okay.
Well, what should my next move be? I'm thinking... Yeah, if I take one of these actions, I could do one of those.
Don't think too much.
I'm out of cards as well.
So don't think.
I could do some sales.
Quit looking at the cards.
Why don't you want me to look at the cards?
I don't want you to look at the cards.
You don't want me to take any cards right now because you have special plans? They're for flip. I'm thinking of doing sales anyway.
Well, that's a good idea. I like that.
Okay, whatever. I have a ticket, so I can go anywhere.
Woo!
Boop boop, ching ching, slide it into the slot.
Well, you get one move for free. So, do you need to use the ticket?
Well, I want to base it on what I have here already.
You have red and
the red's only worth 2. The orange is worth 4. And the gray is worth
3.
4.
Oh, 4, sorry.
So I think...
So you're there, so you can move it 1 for free.
No, I'm going to use my ticket, and I'm just going to go wherever.
I thought it only gave you 1 additional move. It lets you go anywhere?
Anywhere.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's just like a one-off. You can go anywhere with it.
Oh, I thought it's like you could use 1, and then you use the ticket to move another 1.
Nope. It's like an express train to wherever you want.
Oh,
Express chartered bus.
All right, well, where are you going then? Where you want to go?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go here. And it says I can take up to 3. Am I going to do a blue one? Do I think I'm going to do a blue one?
I don't know.
I might as well take it anyway. I mean, if I don't complete it, it's not like a negative or anything. So I might as well take them. So you can't take it for your blue. Ha.
There's other blues.
And are any of these qualifying yet? My Gang Wars is, so that's +2. Cool. Okay, that was worth it. Just for that. The other ones, I'm going to need to bump those up. It's your turn.
All right, well, I'm going to go hire some people. Oh, shit.
Richard, master of persuasion. These are not the cards. You see how he is. But I let him have his way.
Yeah.
Because I have other plans afoot.
No! No plans afoot. Oh, now I'm just realizing.
I just really wanted to get to use that ×2 to be the first one to use that ×2 on the print. So I got what I wanted this round already. Yeah, this is a fun one, Tim. It's a more medium weight hero, so like, you know, if you're with a bunch of like comic books nerds, this is one I would definitely pull out for sure. And we need to play this with my niece too. She's like a big DC fan. And our friend Jamila is a big Marvel fan, so you know. Nary shall the two intermingle. Yeah. My sister's a huge, like, Batman nerd. So.
I guess since I'm hiring, I will hire this artist and this
Lena
writer.
Drake. So this is actually another woman co-designer. I don't even think they're a couple, so that's nice when you see a woman on the team and it's not, Not to say that's any less valid if you're a husband and wife design team, but you know what I mean.
I guess that's all there is to it. That's it.
That's all there is to it?
Yep. You just hire and then that's that.
That's it. Oh, yeah. Here, I was told two workers. Well, I don't have any cards, so I guess I should go and hire. Am I allowed to do this now?
Of course, baby. I don't try to dictate to you what you can and can't do.
You are my little Dickie, though. Richie Dickie.
No, I don't like that.
Your dick is so rich. I want to envelop it in my white sauce.
Okay.
I've been watching a lot of cooking channels where they're making things in white sauce with a bunch of frankfurters.
Oh no!
The frankfurters in white sauce.
Frankfurters and white sauce.
I think I want to stick on this romance train?
Train.
I'm gonna develop actually instead. I think. It lives or Miss Tiger. I could buy Miss for Tiger you on that. Out there? Yeah. I like her little claws and stuff. And then she has those little, what do you call those type of glasses? Those old school glasses.
The librarian.
The cat's eye glasses. Get it? Because she's a cat. So she wears cat's eye glasses. Okay. That's enough of that.
I need to think how...
You should definitely think. I'm going to heat my coffee real quick while you're thinking. Because I know it takes you a while.
I hate thinking.
I know.
It's so overrated. I need to go...
You should just feel.
Yes. I need to go here and get some tokens. I will get one of these and one of these.
Toucans? Caw!
Not toucans, two of those.
Are you cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs?
They're okay.
That's the toucan, right?
No, that's Fruit Loops. The toucan is for Fruit Loops. And cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs is that cuckoo bird or, whatever.
Oh, yes, the orange one.
Well, he's just a cuckoo. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Are you making cocoa?
No, I'm heating my coffee, bitch.
Oh. How did we get on Cocoa Puffs? Anyway, I got all of
Because you were saying toucans, which sounded like toucan.
It is like toucans. Okay, it is your turn, though.
Well.
Whose card is that?
This is mine. I don't have a lot of room over here. Just so you guys are aware, this is the edge of the table. Okay. Am I hiring?
Are you?
I don't know. No one's done any horror yet.
Don't even think about it. Because it's horrifying. You might have nightmares.
Is that so?
Yes, I'm always thinking of you.
Maybe I'll just develop some more then. Why not? Or I could go here, then I could do that special action. Oh, I just remembered something. These do get wiped. At the end of the round. We've just been refilling. Whoops! Okay, so...
I thought so.
My bad. There's always one thing.
He always accuses me of not remembering things, and he forgets a lot of stuff that I do remember.
Well, that teach was a lot. The worker placement game's always...
It exhausted his brain.
It did exhaust my brain. I want It Lives, I think. I am going to take it. It lives. It lives. Look, it's you and me.
And the knockoff is It Walks.
It breathes.
It should be. That would make more sense.
It exists. It does exist. Okay.
Yeah, but they came up with It Walks for It Lives. I'm not really sure.
The rip-offs are dumb. Maybe I should just
They
rip
didn't
you
spend
off.
much time.
Oh, that's the other reason you could do the rip-offs. If you're trying to get the majority tokens.
Yeah, I might do that too.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I could.
But that's less scoring at the
Wait,
end.
is it your turn still, or is
No,
it
I'm
mine?
done.
Okay, good. Because now, yeah, I have enough money. I've got plenty of money. Okay, so now I'm gonna go print. Okay, here's what it's gonna be. Alien Worlds again. And
Oh.
I guess and then that's a rider too. Oh, yeah. You know what? Oh, we will just use this. Okay. So we're going to do the writer, the artist.
It does say to do them in this order. Our market's the opposite of that order.
Okay, so it's my fault. I put it out there.
It's okay. It doesn't really matter.
Okay, so now I have to pay for... I'd like one back, please. And I've got to pay these two little things. I'll just throw them in here.
Thanks.
And I get 2 fans.
Plus this one still applies to that one. So as long as you have the majority token, you can add it to all your
1, 2, 3
comics of that genre, yeah.
So I'm doing Alien Worlds.
Or fickle insect.
And I get 3.
Mysterion, Planet of the Spider Flies.
I'm just right here. Yeah, 3.
Don't forget your bonus on the
2.
right.
It's
the left.
Oh,
That's the
4,
left hand.
4, 4, please. 4 coins.
Can you just give me the 1 back and I'll give you 5?
Yeah. And I get to place this thing now, which is right here.
Correct. Well, that's it. We're at the end of the round. Establish ranking and award VP. Well, my gang wars are doing gangbusters. So I get 4 money for that one. Oh, we're supposed to do the ranking and VP first. Well, I was first, so I get a 3. And Richie over here gets a 2. There are 1s. So when you play this with 3 or more players, someone can get a 1. Or none.
Okay, now
now we earn the money.
We're going to change order. I'm going to be first now.
This is true. So I get 4. Plus 3 is 7. Plus 2 is 9. So I'll get a 5. And 2 2s.
And I'll get a 4, and a 2 is 6, and another 2 is 8. I can actually put 2 back and get a 10.
Oh. Got a lot of money there.
I do.
Okay, now they all go down 1. Can you do yours? Now that I have multiples, you don't get any free labor from me anymore on the devaluations. Okay, remove, and it says discard the cards and refill right there on the thing. So I'm just going to put them on the bottom because I know from experience we're not going to get through these whole decks. So obviously I think at 3 and 4, this majority scoring and stuff becomes a little bit more dynamic. I still think it works fine at 2, though. But what inevitably ends up happening, you'll see when we get to the end game scoring, is that we end up always like scoring basically the same amount of VP from that, but there's plenty of other scoring things that keep it still kind of competitive. Like, I would say the majority, this VP scoring at the end of the round is,
Okay, so I'm going to flip. Can I do that, or am I going too fast?
No, you can flip.
I already read my editors. Okay.
Keep it moving. So now, I think the real meat of this game really happens in the last 2 rounds, actually. Because now that we've unlocked some special abilities, we can start really going to town.
Where are the other cowboys? Did you take cowboys?
I've taken quite a few cowboys, yeah. I've taken at least 2.
There's no other ones out here.
Well, it must be Gonzo. You have one.
Do I?
I already cashed in 1 over there, and I have 1 here still. And so there should only be 2 left on the board.
No, there's only 1 left on the board.
Okay. No idea. You put them out randomly, so there's not going to be the exact same amount of each, I think.
Yeah. That's probably it. Okay. So now
we got to do our upkeep at the beginning. So don't forget that. So make sure you refill the idea tokens. Add hype to any comics if you've done any hyping yet, which you might want to consider doing some hyping.
Yeah, I know.
Because there's only 1 more round after this, so make use of the hype while you got it. And then this is the time when you can pay money.
When would I do the hype? Right now?
Well, no. When you take this develop action, because you have a cube here, you could also place down a card in the reserve. Then at the beginning of the next round, you can add hype.
Okay.
So, like I'm saying, you only have 1 more round. You should have put 1 card aside last round so you could have hyped now. Hindsight is 20/20, though.
It always is.
But you still have 1 more round to kind of get a little bit of hype going on some cards. But now we can pay some money to increase our card values, which is something I will definitely be doing. So I'm going to pay...
What? You haven't taken your editors back.
Oh. Thank you for that.
You're going to...
Yes, we can upgrade the value on some of our comics now, which I think I'm going to do. Let's see, what's the most efficient way to do this? Well, this one I can pay 2 for my Gang Wars, because I'm just paying the difference between the 3 and the 1. So I get a 3 and a 3. That's maxed out. This one I could pay 2... Yeah, so I'd pay 2 to make that one a 2.
You pay 2 to make it a 2?
Yeah, because they're both the same value.
And now you just...
So I could pay 1 to make it 2 again, but I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to pay 3 to make that a 3, and then I'll pay 2 more to make that a 3 as well. So I'm paying 5.
This is. See, he wonders why I'm a sore winner. It's because he gets.
It's the same thing you did when you did this.
Yeah, but you start getting very. This is always what happens when we get
I saved
near
up
the
my
end
money.
of it. He starts scheming and
we're just past that
to try to snatch the victory.
It's called an efficiency puzzle.
It's like I have clamped down on it, and you're like ripping it right out of my mouth, snatching it right from my jaws.
I'm gonna snatch something. I'm gonna get snatched. Get snatched.
I just feel your tendrils.
My machinations.
Yeah, I feel machinations.
Let me machinate.
But it comes right out of your body. And starts taking out all the air out of the room.
No.
Yeah, that's what happened. I can't even breathe. Oh my gosh. All right, go on. What were you saying?
Okay, well, I'm going to pay 3 more to make this a 3.
Oh, no.
And then...
1 more.
Yeah, basically. You following what I'm doing here?
Kinda.
3, then I would get 1 back.
Well, I can start doing some of this stuff too. So.
And then I would just have to pay 1 because now that's the difference between 3 and 2 to make that also a 3. Yeah, it's one of the things when I first learned this out of the rulebook, I had to read that page about this. Like, it took me like 20 minutes to wrap my head around it. Is this how many points you get
at the end of the game, too?
No.
Okay.
So the values don't really matter for the points at the end, just if the colors are matching.
Just to get these.
Yeah, it just matters for that. So they're multi-use cards. So these numbers are what it costs to pay them when you publish them, and then the numbers become how you're relate to that for adding fans. From the sales tokens, I'm pretty sure that's what they're called, sales tokens.
Okay, God, I have a lot to really think about.
So do you want to upgrade any of these? You got lots of money. I say use it.
So I can upgrade this. It'll cost 3 and 1. So 4 to make them both 3.
Yeah, that's how that would work.
And what about this one? This would be 3 and 2, so it'd be 5, right?
Yes.
This is 4, and that's 5.
So that would be 9. So you could pay your 10 and get 1 back, and then you'd still have plenty of money to pay.
Okay.
To publish a comic this round. I mean, I'd say it's worth it because you don't really get that much points at the end for leftover money, so it's better to just spend it.
Okay.
Wait,
where are those little? I need those little thingamajigs too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this one and wait, that's it.
No, the thing that gets you the most points at the end of the game.
Wait.
Other than the bonus stuff you get from scoring the published comics is your fans will be translated directly into points at the end of the game. So it's better to spend your money to bump up your fans because that's really where your points come from.
Okay.
So even though this seems like an economic game where it'd be about making the most money, it's really about making the most fans. Which is what that's good for. Upgrading them is very important.
Now, but... So I can go and turn over those and get other stuff. All right.
Yeah, if you want to start with sales, I mean, that's an option.
I could, but I really should do more publishing, and I don't know. Oh, I do. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing.
Because if you unlock this, once you publish this, you'll be able to unlock that 5th meeple.
Okay, I'm going to go to develop. I'm going
Teen drama.
This.
Oh, he wants noir. Wants to vie for...
Call the police.
I'd rather you didn't.
Alley of Death.
Alley of Death. Wow.
Now
that's a little on the nose.
Do I have to, I don't have to publish this right now. I could exercise.
You could hype it up.
Hype it up. Yeah, I'm going to hype it
up. No. That's not immediate. So in order to hype something up, what I was saying, you need to place this first. You don't get to add hype until the beginning of the next round.
What if I forget?
That's why
it's not on here. Why don't we just put the hype there, and then we'll know for next time that it'll be... I think we need it out here. It's not like I'm going to just, like... Well, I don't understand why you wouldn't put the little token out there.
Because that's step 3 at the beginning of the round. Add hype to comics in development. So you have to put the comic in development first before you can hype it. This special action only lets you put it into development. It doesn't let you actually add the hype. That's why I said it would have been ideal if you started it last time.
You know what? Maybe I'm not gonna.
You still have time. You still have another round to add some hype, and even
I'll just get
having
else.
One token
all right,
on it.
Never mind. I'm taking it into.
You're not going to use the hype at all.
I might, but not on this one.
Okay.
I might use hype on another one.
Okay.
But I still. Oh, but okay. Never mind. Go on. Go.
So you're not going to use that special action now?
Not now.
Okay. Well, I guess you can go there later.
Yeah.
Whatever. Okay, I'm going to need to hire some people. I'm going to need this artist.
No.
And I'm going to need this writer.
No.
I am going to need those things.
No.
Your turn.
No.
Oh, real quick, before you take your turn, I upgraded my thing, so actually I get to cash some of this stuff in now. So I get +3 on my Western. 1, 2, 3. +2 and +2 on my red, so that's +4. Heartbreakers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry. You can go. Those cashed in immediately once you bump up those values. So check yours. Did you fulfill either of these yet?
Nope.
Oh, because you don't have either of those genres.
Nope.
Yet.
I don't.
You should work on that. Clock's
Well.
ticking. Tick.
Shut up, TikTok. Yeah.
Remember, you can always top deck it too. Then curate your hand. I mean, you're going to want a Western.
Yeah. All right. In that case, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go here again. And I'm going to get this to put it in.
You can't do that retroactively. It's only when you take this action that you get to do that.
I did take this action.
Yes, but on the turn that you take this action is when you can do that.
I did just take that action.
No, you took it on your previous turn.
No.
Oh, this is your developing. Sorry, I thought you were hiring. I don't know why. My bad.
See, and then he hassles me, but I don't hold it against him and say, I don't hold it
Anytime I make
you.
any kind of mistake, you're quick to point it out.
Well, I should point out your mistakes, because look what it's going to cost me.
It's true. Sorry, you're right, baby. I was jumping down your throat again. I'm sorry. I know lizards are prone to choking.
I don't understand, though, why you don't get to mark it right then. Because it's like you go here.
Well, it says times round. So that's telling you each round you get to add the hype. I do kind of agree. It is a little confusing.
It's very
iconography,
confusing.
But, you know.
Yeah.
He's so easily confused. Yes.
At least I have two of those. All right. Well, all right. It's your turn. It's very frustrating.
What's going to need to happen here? Maybe I'll do some more sales. Maybe I'm going to need idea tokens, and then maybe I could...
This time you can't go any place you want because you don't have a ticket. Ha!
That's true. This is true. However, I think I am gonna.
Or you can move there.
I think I should focus on publishing the comic. So I'm gonna go here because I do have that special action there. So 2 + 2. I need a blue and a purple. So let's just get those on lock, you know, so I have those ready to go. And I mean, I could spend some of these to get some fans, but I kind of need them to publish the comics. So I'm not going to take that special action right now, I think. Your turn.
I don't really like this that much, but
You know, again, like, we might just be setting ourselves up for that final round at this point. It goes fast at the end. Again, I really feel the main goal in this game is to get at least 5. You might not get more than 5. 6 is you're doing really good.
I am...
Less than 5 is not a very good game. Because you don't get that bonus. And once you get to 5, you get to switch one of your cubes too.
I'm going to go to sales. And...
We're really decimating that board here.
I get to move 1 for free, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just going to move here.
Sure.
And I'm going to take this one. And I get 3.
You can flip that green one over to see what it is before you decide what you want to take.
Yeah, I'll take that one.
And,
and I can get one more because it's 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I could take this.
Either.
And then I can actually cash that one in right now,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
Actually, this one I could too.
Yeah, you're maxed out on all your comics there, so.
Okay.
So yeah.
So
you
this
cash
one
those
is
both in.
+2 on this
green.
one. And then
+2 on your blue. Angel of Liberty.
+2. And I don't have any of these others.
Those are some genres you need to get a crack-a-lackin' on, probably.
Crack-a-lackin'.
Crack-a-lackin'.
Okay, your turn.
Okay, well, I'm debating whether I should wait to get these, or should I just get some of these random artists and writer cards just so that I can publish?
No, I don't know.
I don't know either. I mean, how much money do I have? 5. I'm going to need more money. Bumping up fans will get me more money.
How do you bump up fans again?
The sales. I'm thinking of going to sales.
Is that the only way you can do it? Yeah.
That's the main way. I mean, when you publish, sometimes you get some extra fans, but
you get to move 1 for free.
Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move up here, and I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna pay 2.
That's 2. Okay.
And then we got 2 and 1 back, and I can flip 2 just to see what we got here. Well, I'm gonna take the red for sure because I can cash it in immediately, and I'm probably gonna be publishing this genre of comic before the end of the game. So cash this in because my romance is at 6 already. So I get +4. 1, 2, 3, and it says it goes here. I think is how that works because it can go. I think 10 is the max at any rate. So whatever, I'll just keep it at 10. I don't think I think 10's the max for that.
All right, so
I mean, that's it. It's that all action.
all right, well, I'm going to go print.
Must.
Call the police. Sounds like shut the front door. And then call the police.
Wow.
Alley of Death. All right, so I'm going to pay 5.
5 money.
And get rid of my guns.
2 guns. Bang, bang.
And
my baby shot me down. For the Quentin Tarantino fans out there, that's the song that plays at the beginning of Kill Bill Volume 2.
Really?
Because, you know, the opening scene where, you know, in the wedding chapel.
I remember.
He shoots her pregnant ass, like, right between the eyes.
Oof.
And,
That's...
Bill, it's your baby. Bang! And then it cuts to that song over the credits.
Okay.
I love that movie. This is probably one of my favorite movies of all
Quentin
time.
Tarantino's not one of my favorite directors, to be honest.
Very hit or miss. Some of it is very, like, you know...
I think he's too violent. But not in a good way. Like,
it's deliberately gratuitous.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be... It's kind of like satire, but kind of not. Like, it's supposed to be, you know, a loving homage to, like, it's a...
I know, but he's twisted. He is twisted in the head.
A little bit. Yeah. I mean, Kill Bill's basically like murder porn.
Although I did admit that it was fun.
Murder, torture porn. It's just so fun. It's such a cool movie.
Okay, I paid all my stuff.
I think that's his best. You know, you Pulp Fiction fans can go suck it.
I get another ticket.
I mean, the scene where she literally digs herself out of her own grave. Come on.
That was good. So I just get 3 fans for this, for Call the Police. Oh, I get something else. Oh, I get.
Well, you got your ticket, right? Mm-hmm. Just 3. We still have the same amount of
noir.
I
get this now, right? Because I get to place this here, and then
It's not immediate. You have to take that action again at a later date. As I said during the teach, and don't blame me. Don't shoot the messenger.
I think this sucks.
But
I think this is.
You have to place the cube first, and the cube has to already be there when you take the action in order for you to take then the special action.
Whatever.
Again, a lot of this game is
I don't
A, B,
like
C
some of that stuff.
kind of logic.
Well, anyway, I have 3 fans. So that puts it here with this one.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when it's time to collect, do I get $4? Want 2?
Yeah,
for
it's
each?
per comic.
Ow. Oh shit.
What happened? I heard
Nothing.
pop.
I'll tell you later.
Did you have a little accident?
No, I didn't have a little accident. There's no accident.
I'm glad the camera is, only from the navel up.
It's something else.
Oh no, baby.
It's bad.
Oh no.
I don't like it.
Do you need us to go to the holding screen?
Not right now.
Okay, you let me know.
Look at this alien that is. Look at the lips.
Spider flies.
Look at the lips. It's got protruding lips like this.
It's got mandibles.
Are those mandibles?
Yes, they're the mandibles.
Do I have mandibles?
Yes, the most perfect of mandibles.
What's a mandible?
The things that flies have. Mm-hmm. And spiders.
Okay, so now, what else do I do?
I think you're done.
I've done everything that I can do.
You're done. Did you fulfill this?
No. If I have at least 3...
It's a value 5, so you get +3.
Oh. 1.
Yeah, so
2, 3. So
whenever it's immediate. Whenever the comic gets to that value.
Okay.
So make sure you discard that. That's used up. Okay, well, should I try to publish one of them? No. Maybe I should try to get cards from you, though.
I really need to use this one. Are you sure I can't use it?
Nope. Not unless you go there again. Do you have any meeples left?
No.
No, well.
That's why I need it.
Jesus wept. Yes, my baby.
I'm weeping.
I think I should try to prepare myself for the beginning of the next round.
No, I don't like that idea. I think you're wrong.
You think so?
I think you shouldn't do that.
I think
I don't think you want to do that.
Do I want to top deck? I'm going to top deck it. Nice. Okay, I will accept that. Okay. Oh, that's the end of that round. Establish ranking MVP. I win.
Well,
But that means you're going first.
I know. I like that.
In the next round. So you don't have to switch the things. It's already like that. And... Okay, then we refill... Not refill, I'm looking at the wrong part. Earn money! Yeah. We earn money.
I'll refill these.
So I get 6 for this one. 4 is 10. 3 is 13. Wow. That's good. I'm liking that. I have lots of money going into the last round, which is good.
Well, I have 4, 3, 2, and 2. So
11.
How much money did you get?
You got 13.
Wow.
And you establish the turn order. Okay, everything goes down 1.
I know. Did you? You didn't move mine yet.
No, that's all you, boo. Now remember, your fans get converted into points at the end of the game, so you want your comics to have as many fans as possible by the end.
Now I can get the... Oh, but I have to go there? I have to go here? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Okay, one thing at a time. These need to get flushed out and refilled. You can flip the final calendar thing already. And all our flying saucers are there. We refilled the idea board. You can add hype at this time as well.
Well, let's add some hype here then.
Plus 2 fans. I have no
If
hype.
And
these are all maxed out, so do you need to do any upgrading? You could upgrade at this time.
I could pay 1.
Yeah. I would. Why not?
It's cheap enough. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
and
might as well.
I need the one with the... Let's see, 3 there.
They're all the same because they're double-sided. And you're going first for the actions. Final round, the final countdown.
But you haven't put anything out.
What do you... Oh. Sorry. Freedom!
Freedom!
And he's punching a Nazi. That's what we like to see. Okay. Well, let's see what he does. Guys. Rocketing towards the finish line. One of the nice things for a medium weight hero, this one is pretty snappy. I don't know. We haven't played it at more than 2 yet, so when we play at 3 and 4, we'll let you guys know how long it takes.
Higher. These one.
Make sure it's on the square. That's gonna bug me.
Make sure what's on the what?
He's not on the square. He's hanging off the ledge. He's gonna jump.
Oh, I didn't. I had
He's
no
jumping
idea.
off the third story.
Have a clue what you were talking about. I'm sorry. And that is like when you hire.
I'm fussy.
I know. Well.
I'm your fussy bussy.
Mm-hmm. That's it. You just hire and then you're done, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing else. Boy.
Now, I'm really tempted to hire, but I know you're going to go publish, aren't you?
At some point.
At some point?
Yeah.
I should just strike while the iron's hot. Okay. So we're going to be doing... It lives. So I'm going to do these one at a time. So that's 5.
Oh, you know what?
money.
I did take my ticket. Yeah.
And then 2 purple hands. And that's 1, 2, 3. I get this. +1. That's 4. Then I get 2 of any tokens I want.
Wait, this should be on 3.
No, you can't base it on that anymore because remember, you go down -1 at the end of each round.
Did you move it down even though
You moved all yours down at the end of the last round. I watched you do it.
But wasn't this...
You can't base it on that because that's just when you publish it. That doesn't tell you how many fans it's going to be later in later rounds. Because it goes down -1 at the end of every round.
I guess it was there and it went down one. That's probably what it was. Okay.
Okay, so I'm getting 2 idea tokens of any color. Oh, and because I'm... Oh, well, those are the same. Maybe I want different ones. Maybe I want green. I don't know. And because I'm this action, I can add a butter color token. So I have a cube there. So It Lives is going to be in super bright color, which is +2 points at the end of the game. And I get to publish another comic if I am able, which I am. So we're going to publish Miss Tiger. Okay, so I got to pay 4 for this one. So I'm going to get 6 back. And that's what these 2 blue were for. So, oh no, I remember why I was doing that. Well, yeah. Sorry, I did want blue.
But
and
what
oh, and I forgot to place the cube. Oh, also I can add this to this one too, right? Anytime I publish one, I can add that special action, or can I only add one? I'm gonna assume I can.
Oh,
add it to both.
I published I published that when I did this one last round. I didn't take that. So
that's your 4th one. From your 4th one forward, basically, once you have a cube there, you can add those.
Okay, so I need to get one of those things. I just forgot.
So that's Frog 1, 2 fans for her. Where is she?
Miss Tiger?
Yeah. Oh, there she is. I didn't see. So she's just 2 fans. And my bonus here is I get 2 more tokens of any color. Well, I guess I'll get those green then. Why not?
Didn't you have to pay these for this?
No, I paid the other 2. Then this bonus let me take 2. And this bonus also let me take 2.
I see. I see now.
This is
how it is.
Kind of crooked. I'm just gonna.
All right, I'm gonna go to sales.
Yeah, you're gonna sell some comics.
Mm-hmm.
Whoop. Oh. That's too crooked now. Sorry, guys. I'm having some technical things. I have to spin this the other direction now. This table's all kinds of wonky.
So if I go here and take those 2, or I guess I could take all 3. It'd be better if I could.
Well, that's...
Yeah, but I
Not
can't.
straight.
I wish I could get a blue one at the same time.
Is that straight enough?
I guess. It's a little late to worry about it now.
Well,
All right.
it was earlier.
All right,
But
I'm
whatever.
gonna go here, and I get these 3.
Oh, I guess so.
Well, because it takes 3, and I can apply this one right away. So I get 4 additional fans on that. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And your green.
And my green, I get 3 additional fans. Yeah, it's fine. 1, 2, 3. Plus, I get to take another person.
That's right. Oh, I forgot to place this cube. Well, obviously that's going there so that I can get an extra meeple too at the end of this. Later on in this round.
If you go there again.
Well, I'm going there for the first time now.
But when did you get to place this?
When I published this. So when you publish it, you immediately put the cube there. Then after that turn in which you publish and place the cube, then you can take the special actions.
All right, whatever.
So, yeah, we need some sales.
Okay, where do you want to go? Do you have any tickets? No, you don't.
I do not.
So you're right here. You could go there.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, you only get to take 2 of them. But...
Yeah, so give me just the red and the blue. Wait, how many fans do these give me? I'm pretty sure
2.
I can cash them immediately because it's 3 and 3. Yeah. So that's +1 and +1 for my blue and my red. So +1 on red, +1 on blue. Oh, and then I get this meeple. That was the main point of doing that. Get that extra action. It really matters at the end of a game like this. Because a lot of Euro games are like, oh, if I just had one more action. That's what that mechanism is. That +1 action, you know? I mean, maybe I'll try to publish one more. It'd take all 3 of my actions left just to publish something else.
I agree.
But maybe worth it. Maybe.
Well, I guess...
Like...
I guess I'll go print. Because I don't want to go to the thing where I run out of...
Yeah, you don't want to be blocked off.
Right, right. So, this one is 2 for the artist. 2... Wait.
Hi! It's Foster the Meeples in the chat. Oh, well, hi. You missed it earlier, but I wanted to make another shout out to Jeff and Jamie, who gave me this game.
Thank you.
Part of the giveaway. Yes, thank you for helping us get back on the content stream. I'm making content out of this like right away. Because I got it on my birthday, which is January 10th, so.
Okay, I get 1, 2,
Very fun game.
3, 4. There's the 3, 4. I don't even know. I think it is there.
Okay.
And then 4 is 8.
8.
Yeah, 1 fan, 2 fans, 3, 4.
You need 6.
Oh shoot! Now, how can I get that?
So you had 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're at 4, right?
Yeah.
So make sure you adjust it on your track accordingly. Because the blue one doesn't count.
I know. But
Love you, J&J.
can I... Is there any way I'm going to be able to bump this up before?
I don't think so. I think the only I don't know what other way you can add more fans to this. Well, here. So you just published this, right?
Yeah.
So that means you can move one of your cubes. So if you move one of your cubes here, if you take the ideas action one more time before the end of the game, you can then trade in some tokens for fans. That's the other way to add fans.
Okay, so this was at 4.
Yeah. Don't forget that. Important that.
And I'm moving this over here.
So I just realized I could move my cube as well, but I don't want to because I'm going to do the same thing. That's definitely a thing that's going to happen. But I do want to try to publish one more. Would be nice just to get this juicy extra bonus at the end. So I'm going to do some hiring, and hardly matters at this point because it's probably not really going to be that matchy anyway, but I'm fine with that. Also, I want to look up on these special actions just real quick to make sure I did that one right. But you may take your turn while I consult. Oh, yeah, I can't add more than one. So just so you know, for this one, you can only add one. Even if you publish 2, you only get 1 better color token. So I had to take one off.
Okay.
Just FYI. Not that it matters for you.
All right, well, I'm going to go here so I can do that. And...
yeah, you do need to get it back to the table, Jamie. I will say for like at 2, we played this a few times now, and we're at about like the hour 45 mark, so it's pretty brisk for the weight of game that it is.
I guess I want to move the orange one up so I can take an orange and maybe what else do I want to move up? Ooh, 3 fans. Okay, so I want to move up that one.
Your comics are pretty high, so I would try to bump up one of these lower comics. Will be the most efficient use of your energies.
Well, yeah, but I definitely want to boost that one. So I'm going to take 2 orange.
Yeah, because remember, the number of fans you have will be converted to points at the end.
And now I can take the second one, right? And just trade 3 of them in for 3. Is it 3? 3 of
Max
those?
of 3.
Yeah, but I trade in 3 and I get 3 fans.
You already traded in 1 though, right?
I didn't trade in 1. I didn't have any.
You were just taking tokens. You haven't.
Yeah, you get 2 and 2.
You haven't bumped anything up yet.
No, I haven't bumped.
Yeah, max of 3.
All right, well, there's that. So now I just bumped this one up 3. 1, 2, 3.
That probably is the best efficient.
Yeah, because now I have more towards the higher end.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's all you develop actions, because that was your special action, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I'm also going to be... oh, wait, I need to go this first, and then I'm not going to be able to publish, because I would need to get a comic first, and then go to develop, and then I wouldn't be able to publish the last one. So that's not very efficient, now is it?
No.
What a waste that was, taking these 2 cards then. Oh, well. I want to develop, because I need fans. Yeah, because I'm going to want to take that special action. So, what am I going to want to bump up? Gray, probably. So I'll get 1 from here, and then I get 2 from the supply. So,
and if you're just going to trade them in, just put that back and move it up. I mean, there's
well,
no point in
the amount of tokens matters for the end of the game
right,
scoring as well.
Then.
So why don't I
but you're just going to
take
trade them in, I thought.
2 purple.
Okay.
just so I can track what I'm doing. So I get to trade in 3. So 1 will be the gray.
Oh, you mean they don't have to be all 3 of the same kind?
No, you could split them.
Oh, I thought they had to match the color that you were bumping.
They do, but each one is worth 1 fan. So you can add 1 fan to 3 different comics. You don't have to bump all the same comic.
Oh,
so, for instance, I'm doing one of these purple here.
Okay.
And, you know, I don't just do another purple, whatever. There. So you can split them.
Huh.
You'd spread the love.
All right. Well, in that case, I get to go to do the last thing here. And I want to
block me from getting more fans for sure. I really regret taking these 2 cards here there now. Oh well.
I'll be able to bump 1 of the blue, and I can take 2 more. I'll take. Oh, it's gonna have to be one of the other ones. All right, we'll take 1 of the green. Mm-hmm. And get 2 blue, I guess.
Yeah.
But you only can bump up 3, right?
Yeah, so you're trading in 1 token for 1 fan, but they can be different genres.
You know what? Maybe I'll take 1. I'll take 1 orange.
Just the token you're trading in just has to match whichever comic you're bumping up.
All right, so I'm going to bump 1 orange, and I'll just bump a blue and a green, so I can move those 2 up, like that.
Did you bump your orange already?
Yes.
Okay.
Just making sure. And so now it's your turn.
Well, final action for me of the game. I can't go and use that special action on ideas. I don't really see much point in developing because I'm not going to be able to publish it.
Sales?
I think sales is the only thing that makes sense just to keep you from bumping up more fans. I have to spend my money. I don't think the money gives you that many points at the end. Does it? Yeah, every 4 money is 1 point. That's not really that much. So I might as well use it to try to get to where I need to go.
You only get to move 1 for each 2, right?
Well, move me 1 first.
Where?
I mean, where do you think?
Where are you going to go?
Where would make the most sense? What's the most efficient route to anything from where I'm at?
Well, they're over
Yeah,
here.
so move me 1 first. That's my freebie. 5, 6 would get me another 3. So.
Did you pay that?
Hold on.
You're right here.
I don't have a green. There's no point in going over there. I do have a purple and a red though. So let's say 1, 2, 3, and that would be 6, right?
Yep. And you can take them both.
Yeah. Then I think I can cash those both in, because this is a value 5 and I need a value 4, and this is value 6. I need a value 5. So it's +2 on my purple. 1, 2. Oh, this red +3. I don't really need that. It's not going to do anything for me. Oh well.
Well,
that's what I did.
Now we start scoring. Right?
Oh, I should have done this, so I could have done that earlier when I bumped that up. Which one did I bump up before? Oh, who even knows? Too late now. Okay.
My brain's already.
You have one more worker?
Foggy.
Or not? No, that was it.
I have no more workers.
That was it. So,
yay! And I'm happy whether I won or lost. I just want to say.
Yeah, it's true.
Because I'm not a sore winner if I do win, or a sore loser.
So we have to do one more end of round thing. I think there's one thing we skipped though. Oh, we don't lose one on the comics. So these comics stay on the tracks where they are, but otherwise we do all the other steps. So we need to establish ranking and VP one last time. So
how do we do it?
We're both tied, so we just both get 3.
Okay. I'm okay with that.
Like I said, in a 2-player game, it's just kind of tit for tat on that. Then
There's no score pad for this
There
game?
is. I haven't pulled it out yet, so you just need to
calm
down.
Oh my god. No, where's the score pad? Oh my god.
Money. We had a final payout. So I get 6, 10, 14, 17, 19.
Woohoo.
So I'm just going to take 2 10s and put this one back.
You have a lot of... You published more than I did. Oh, no, you published
the
same.
We published the same. We did pretty good.
Okay, so I get...
5 and 5. I wish I'd gotten to 6, but...
6 and 4 is 10, 14, 16, 18. Mm-hmm. I only get 18.
And I guess we don't have to bother removing editors or discarding cards. That's fine.
I get 18.
So I'm going to get the score pad. And we're going to score 15. This baby up.
16, 17. There's 18.
Score this baby up.
Score it.
That's pretty good. That took us just shy of 2 hours.
And there was a lot of explaining. Yeah.
Yeah, it took me like it was about 40 minutes to teach.
Sometime is we should do Iki on this.
We should do Iki. We should do it for the Cherry Blossom Festival.
Yeah. I know.
That would be great.
Was just thinking about that.
Because they do have there's the Doris Matsui Science Center down in Old Sac. They actually do they do a big event for the Cherry Blossom Festival now every year.
And we could do Flamecraft for Chinese or for Lunar New Year. I mean,
that's true.
Because it's Year of the Dragon.
Yeah, I did the solo, but we haven't done a stream of the 2. And
do we have
the
any
minis.
Other dragon? Do we have any other dragon games?
I mean, let's focus on one thing at a time. We got a score, so we know who won first. Okay.
I'm just letting you
know.
Okay.
Fans at the end of round 5. So this is where we convert all our fans into points. So I have 10, 18, 25, 29, 32 fans.
And I have 10, 19, 27, 32 fans.
Oh, it does say if you have unfulfilled orders, that is -1. Or is it minus just the number of fans?
What's unfulfilled orders?
These.
What?
I thought those weren't negatives.
Wait. What are unfulfilled orders again?
Subtract the fans of the unfulfilled orders if you have any.
Well, what were the unfulfilled ones?
These. So I have to -4 on my 32. So that's actually 28.
Well, I have to -6 then.
You have to -1, -1. Yeah, -4, -6. Yeah. So I have 28. And you have how many?
I had 32, but -6. So 26.
Okay. Now, more complicated.
Wow, I wish I'd known that.
Big Day Morris. Who is Morris?
Who's Morris?
Morris.
Is there somebody named Morris there?
I don't know. Is there?
Hi, Morris.
I'm not sure what Tim is on about, actually. Tim, what are you on about? Morris. Did we say Morris? Something about Morris?
I don't know.
Stars. So this is the more complicated part. VP accumulated. So this is not the scoring for the published comic books. It's just whatever tokens you have. So 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 2. That's 14. Plus, if you have any tokens, so you have 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. That's 8, 22, 23, 24 for my better color token. I think that's
14, 15, 16.
So it's any VP tokens, mastery tokens, better color tiles, and any extra VP given by printing 5 comic books or more, which is this one. So that's plus 5. So that's 29.
So I get plus 5 too.
So count up your VP tokens.
There were 13.
Plus your mastery tokens. So 2 plus 2.
Okay, so that's 15, 17, 19.
Did you get a better color token when you published this one?
No.
You published those separately, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So should I get another one?
Just add plus 2.
Okay. But now I forget.
Count up these, then these.
It's 13, 15, 17, 19, 21.
And
5.
Yeah. So that's 26.
26.
Okay, then, for money left over, you divide by 4. So I had 20. So that's 5.
20,
Shoot, that's pretty good.
27,
5, 6. Yeah, and you round
28,
down.
29. Divided by 4? Is that what you said?
Yeah, so you had 5, 6.
Okay.
Oh, 7. You're right. It's divided by 4. I'm thinking 5. So yeah, 20 divided by 4 is
29.
5.
You count all of them, don't you?
So that's 7. You're right. Sorry, I was thinking dividing by 5 because of the 20.
Yeah, 7 times 4 is 20.
5 times 4 is 20.
Yeah.
So I was thinking it was divided by 5, but it's actually divided by 4. Math!
Who knew?
Well, you fetched the score sheet, Morris. Oh, Drag Race. Who is Morris? Drag Race. Oh, yes. And then every leftover token you have, divide by 4, so I get 1. Do you have any leftover tokens? No. Idea tokens. Okay, and finally, we do the scoring for our published comics. So, let's double check that what I said at the beginning was correct. Yes. So, each original comic book gives 6 points if it's all matchy-matchy. So, I have 6 plus 6 plus 6.
Well, you devil worshiper.
Hail Satan. And then if the only one is matchy, that's 4 points. So that's 4 plus 4. 8 plus 18 is 26. But it has to list them separately, so I'll just do the 18 and then the 8.
So there's 6.
0.
There's 6 and 6 is 12. And then 4, 4, and 4 is 12. Wait.
And you didn't have any 2s because
this
you
is 6 and 6.
You
right?
do them separately. You do all the 6s and then all the 4s. You don't need to add. You just need to give me.
Oh, well, this is 6 and 6.
No, that's 12, and then your 4, 4, 4 was 12.
Right.
Okay, that's fine. You don't need to. And I will do some math real quick while Rich entertains you talking about whatever stream we're going to do next. Do you want to stream next Wednesday?
Well, when is...
Who are you? Technical difficulties are fun. I love when I was adjusting it, I unplugged the computer to get around it. I should know better by now. You would think I would know better by now. But you would be wrong.
We do that like almost every time.
Wouldn't be a Get Gaming stream if we didn't have at least 1 or 2 technical difficulties. Hopefully you guys didn't leave us yet so we can announce who's winning. But
do you want, wait, I've got my calculator if you want.
No, I can do it. Let me just get
sure?
the score sheet back over here. Because I had to reboot
I have a calculator.
Okay. But yeah, you tell them about what we're doing next week.
Oh, well, I just wanted to see when is Chinese, or it's not Chinese New Year, Lunar New Year. When is Lunar New. I think it's like right at the beginning of February. That's why 2024. It's Saturday, February 10th.
Okay, we're ready to announce the winner. If you guys are still there, Rich won by 2 points.
Are you serious?
I am serious. As a heart attack.
How is that possible? Where do you think I beat you? Let's look at these two and see.
Well, you had 2 more fans than I did. Oh, wait, no, I had 2 more fans than you did.
I know.
No, you had...
I had 3 more...
You had 3 more VP.
How come I had 3 more VP? Are you talking about just these? Or the ones that... Oh, it's because I think I had an extra one of these.
Whoops, I
think you missed...
I wrote these on the wrong side. That's what it is. Because you had 12 and 12. I had 18 and 8. And then you had 12 and 12 over here. Whoops.
So who won? Now I'm...
Okay, now I have to recalculate it.
Now I'm going to have my win snatched out from under me. No.
75, 83, 91.
Oh my
So
God.
I had 91, and you had 54, 59, 60, 84. So I won.
That's what I
84
thought.
to 91.
84 to 91, man.
I believed it for a second because the other 2 times I remember us playing this, it was a difference of like 1 or 2 points.
Yeah.
Which is a really tight game for how many points you have. Like, I don't think we've scored under 80 when we played this game at 2. So, I don't know, Jeff and Jamie, how much you've scored when you played this at 3 and 4. So, I imagine the scores would
I don't
skew
feel
a
like
little
I
less.
did as well this time as in other times.
Well, you objected. Well, we could compare the other ones from previous plays.
Yeah.
I have them here.
And you got more of these. This is why you won. Look. You got 4 of them.
Yeah, I had 40 or 2. And I was this close to being able to take this one the end, but I was just 1 short. Mm-hmm. So that's definitely a strategy. I think in the more multiplayer version, these would be exchanging hands a little bit more, and that part would make it a little more dynamic. In addition, you'd be fighting over the VP here more with more players. So I think it is like many a Euro. Certain things will become more competitive and more dynamic with 3 and 4, but I think in this one it's not necessarily. It's still fun at 2.
It's just weird how with Euros it's just like all this point at the end, and
Point
you don't
salad.
even. Yeah, I mean, I actually thought you were gonna win because of the fact that you had more of those, more of the firsts, and you had more that were the full correct.
It's true.
Writer, artist, and genre.
Recount hijinks. Yeah, Tim. I'm usually pretty good about it. I should put my thing in the wrong column. My debits were in the credit column, so things were out of whack. I had to reconcile my books. Well, so that was Age of Comics. Quite fun. I want to play this with 3 now and see how that changes, because we have other worker placement games. It's not my favorite worker placement game of all time, but the theme is doing a lot of heavy lifting for me personally on this one.
Well, you know what? I do like the layout of this game. It's kind of
pretty user friendly overall.
Like I told you, I like the board and wingspan and this layout thing with the turn structure.
It helps. It's nice when you have stuff like this. Like when you're doing any kind of like tableau kind of action like this, the board isn't 100% necessary, but it's very helpful for the UI aspect of things. The production on this is really good. The rule book is actually was pretty easy to get through. So other than a few rules, which took a little to wrap my head around, it actually is not too bad compared to some other Euros
I mean, you
of
were
this
wanting
type
to
that we
play Praetor last night, and Praetor doesn't have anything. Like, it's a little
Well, it
harder
has the
to
boards
keep.
for your workers.
Yeah, but it's all like they're all spread out, and it's just
it's a
a
tile
little...
placement game. You don't have the board preset like this.
I know.
You know.
I like the ones with the preset boards because it's a little easier to follow along.
Yeah, the graphic design is very good in this, which is good considering the theme is about like comic layouts. It's like a comic layout, when you think about it.
Yeah, it's
like
really. I like this game a lot.
The art's fantastic. It's so cute. It's just very.
It's funny.
It's very whimsical. Yes,
Yeah.
very tongue in cheek, which I like in a game.
Oh, look! This is Planet of the Spider Flies.
I said that before.
You did?
Twice.
Oh.
Yes. So,
That
I don't
is
know. I think we are going to
creepy
stream
looking.
next week. I don't know what it's going to be this weekend, though. Tim, I'm going to be doing the gig, the solo version of that. That's a real-time roll and write game that's music themed. It's jazz themed.
It's really cute.
Yeah, it has a good solo mode. Actually, I quite enjoy the solo mode in that it's not a lot to manage with the AI because it's just like dice. The AI just have their own dice, and you don't have to mark things off for the AI. It's nice. I don't like to have to manage a whole other rigmarole. Like, whatever the AI is doing, that's their problem. I just like one's AI modes where it's just blocking. So that's kind of how that one is. So that will be this Sunday. Next Wednesday, let's just decide now so we can make the announcement. Do you want to do Flamecraft? Or...
I'm not sure.
What was the other one you said?
I said Iki.
When is Chinese New Year?
Lunar New Year is February 10th, but when does the cherry
February
blossom?
That's like March, I think.
Cherry blossom.
Because that's the spring.
That's when
equinox.
we should do it. Cherry blossom festival.
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna say Flamecraft because we just got the upgraded components for it, so that'll be a good chance to feature
Cherry blossom festival, and there's a Northern California cherry blossom festival.
Cool.
Let me see what it says about the
We
Northern.
should try to get some footage. That would be fun. Just to throw in there.
It's like kind of a long time from now. It's April 13th and 14th and 20 and 21st.
So we can plan ahead for that. That one is a little... I think that Iki's even chunkier than this in a way.
Oh, for sure.
And it's been a while since you played it. So we're going to need to review that. Anyway. Well, that's all we have for today because I have to go to work now. So thank you for coming by, Tim. And I'm sure Jamie has fluttered off to whatever she has going on. Or if that was Jeff, I'm not sure which,
J&J.
JJ. So I guess we'll see you on Sunday. You'll see me Sunday, and you'll see him on next Wednesday. Do you want to do one? Or do we decided, right?
I don't know.
If it changes,
sure.
you'll know when I post the thumbnail
we'll put the thing up
on the community tab, on the Twitters, on the Twatters, and on the Azure skies. Okay, have a good day, guys, or good evening for you East Coasters. It's still technically that
Cherry
afternoon for me.
Blossom Festival. San Francisco wins theirs.
Chill. Bye, guys. Say bye. Wave bye, lizard.
Bye, lizard.